Okunkunim kofe jinane so akwara padi kokwe hu ededa mana echire no ne adehyiambra kroma dansidifo mehwe kasemu chira awawade esumu apai mo hire nyakwa pie awawasem nie we die bi si pen ne Neat FM ya mamwa kwaba
ASEM yedika ninabeka miara hello miara ejume ninabeka miara hello miara obere ninabeka miara hello miara ASEM pesini kwanya ASEM yara ASEM pesini kwanya pesini kwanya obera pesini kwanya yara hello ASEM pesini kwanya ASEM yara ASEM pesini kwanya edinale pesini kwanya obera pesini kwanya yara
eso bi e kasa yesi nanan royalty Congo 35%, Ghana 10%. Bibia e wo man mu no yen ene
Neat FM yo.
Yes Ramo mo hwe nanan mu so ye na gudie no bibia e wo man mu no yen ene ye de a Makan no wie no na me ba royalties. Nigeria all my royalties 30%, Congo 35%, Ghana 10%. Na 10% no legislative students at 1%, neka 9%. Na municipal district assembly and so for 55%. Na send ye nyina nim no royalties no kra be ba no bi a 2.9 and na ehwe bia ho enso bi e kasa yesi nanan royalty we ya nanan ma ye shepe te ha nyina mranti adwene on say omusika e ba ha no e nanan mo de atoto tontoma e de afra yan kasa ye modimbo enti yesre national house of chiefs wo team na ba ho no mo de to omanim se Muhammad na se e de tumi ni sha won sa 30% de omienya na bebre akọ aye municipal district assemblies no ho na ne yebeka no so aba nanan ho na me o GMPC board so enam foundation ayeye yenti ama sika yepia ede ko nsema ene Ghana man nyina no aboa nkrofo yie nyina kyese akokọ asebe otokusua no esobo ye ndan wo hwe no so yie nti esramo Yeah, no more good day free and bottom no percentage no mama so and fama yen. Nana nom so stress mo se ase sanka yen to abama MMDCs and na se kofa hin o eno no e ma eto nsuom na ejina ba bi ejina ye to aba baby ye to aba yi president ye to aba assembly any ministers sorry MPs adenti na MMDCs ye nto so aba enti nyame ya adom na Ghana for the minimum wa ye hwe animu se obetua namon ama MMDCs nto ya to so aba na ya e on ye ku se democracy eye adwuma mpa ne mede ka ho me wo me anamiswa no traditional cancer typewriter aban eto furniture wo ho aban eto ene we mu nyina abefo laptops ne computers ya be ebi ni ko paper so bibia o enya ne yeye e basa ahoden aka wo se de boy enkrofo no e maso nti we nsume ka to wani eye nananom allowances de maye no esua allowances no kura the division chiefs ye ma won allowances a e wo se ye de boy bra e wo constitution se enfe ni hine e me ya hine enya fe no enu mom ye de toto sa ne mai o ma panyini esrawo ye de tumi no ma wa ehia se mo be hwe ye na we mu nyana ya to bi aba traditional councils, regional houses of chiefs, and the national house of chiefs. Nananom, Mr. We, as some kind dear Baconsoa. A moment now be a cafe. Chieftaincy disputes no, a dozen. And I'm a boy, a dozen. You reckon that pa, or I research you name in or say about 65% of security issues in a chieftaincy. Say no press and no premium to me say a loose empire 50+% there and a free chieftaincy. No man penny women in Nanka, your judicial committees. Some of bar. You make me have any account in them. I send them a kind. TNT crown a equity. Certain allowance in equity. And judicial committee wamra. What an hour on the cocoa no quacotia was me yam cocoa no and conquer a meeting. Na me ye 300 or 250 and to women in ano. Monshe and resource on an anum. Nan someone a pie la be brebeno. Yet the 2 minute hour. Ye moment na say a system nano. Ye befe near eating in a free hole. Ye can win a sen and anum will be out to nearly lame. A himan yes slamo. I feel you 2 minute prayers and ye pamichawa ye say propose o mahene na France because you know e bedum mebi no was man fa me ba me mpene man fa me nana me mpene ye sramo ye toso bio amahene no so momo am ho to na amahene no so ye mfa buo e ma ya hima no ye maame ene won me jamanamu eda omanpanyini ase emana kwaba ye MPs wo ha odwuma pa maye ede amaye ye da munyina ase na monkoso na mota papa yachi ne eda na ni so no mommoa no na ne nsa enka mdinyame eda munyina ase
Neat FM Neo. Utie oha extra punk no. Neat FM. Utie oha extra punk no. Neat FM.
Of purpose. I need any nas. Mr. Vice President, I can confirm that the task you and the Mr. President gave us in the creation of new regions. We started from Western region. Nananom and the people from Western region, it show unity of purpose and support. It be my human it be ma bibia koboko. It be bad to be a there's some take opportunity. I'm the done anonymous and they western of for us. Ewo support from Kwa, but the boy a Juma or Mampenny at the say son. Nana Nana Chairman, Nananum. Politics are ye. Politics are ye. I'm just my ye. And he said, Obashi said, Ususue, and new programs. Nanyame Buana to be doing sa. Now, what she saw, a Bama woman for what home. Uncle Craig, and your mind. Nanena will fear Sia. What she said, Ususue, Nabo Liberation Manifesto. 2016 Manifesto of New Patriotic Party. Manifesto Committee, no. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Nana Odano. Manifesto Committee of MPP. Oko kaya ewom see a bar Yabete regions near the western north. Any example is clear in the constitution, in the manifesto of MPP. And also now, and I'm say MPP apan Obampanyi Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Ye kasma ye de ye adwumanti. Ye ba ye no ye de ye adwuma. Politics amanyesem any say nyabe buana nya tumi a you satisfy the deepest aspirations of the people. They da o man for akoma so no wo yama wo. Na no more than history no. Emre am start ka asem per region. Nana mo na munim. Anye nne. Oti region there. Your evidence said 1954 before independence. Omo try kata koma. Oba ohima wo abroche so omope omo region 54 before independence. The records are there. Anananam mo aso bi ni mbra mo sate pay ufri ha na okosi kandi mo petition mo de ba omampanyin na nya first petition mo de ma aba bebre aba eye MPP aban manifesto committee of Dr. Bawumia no de da no de share ye manifesto mu ene ye din okore ye din okore e da ne ka say politicians bebre mo pe power mo kan so ba mo ye de ye kan ye ba na na madaloma ye it then say ye wo ha gather constitution region bianya rep for to council of state. It's like from Shama Ekosi Kodokrum the BIBC na one rep council of state. Say Western region or council of state rep Western North or council of state. By the constitution region BIE nananum enum Eco House of Chiefs. Enum Eco House of Chiefs. Say Western region old one. Ewo nananum 5 Ewo House of Chiefs. Western North Ewo nananum 5 Ewo House of Chiefs. Constitution ma eyi bebre NDPC we are esa onya reps. Regional Coordinating Council. 2 representatives of Regional House of Chiefs should be on the Regional Coordinating Council. Say Western North Sadia nyina ya wo hase na obampanyu adopei de ntia nananum madolma eche kakra no ohia asofo na eche ohia mamfo ye wie nananum waditua asofo si ye dwampa we gu so a untimi ka say ya ile temum nya nko ne mpa so do mu dwa bi pa because asaba obampanyi eka ye no ekọ asu pa mu dwampa ye eje na ma ye che kakra da ma ye sinemo a or the two omenim no you should where they will not be used to be or say the trajectory a kwanya wasn't of a development no the last time I take region and kwana military rule 1983 and I run stay upper west 1983 and I run stay upper west sa ejumedia MPP Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo Dr. Bawumia be 36 years after and ye be here. Now we are winning constitution akwa ese o faso committee ese o set referendum ese o ye ni nyina eti o hwe mpuntu a Nana president ya do base waka yin a 2018 2019 a mo ba Jubilee House mo ba gem certificate efie ensiemu ani now share development akoswa so we show on panyin brofo no trajectory now share the air qua now to compare omo nyom de kwa 36 years ago last one mpa ne nanano mo na mo cheye obi su ya de ma wa na say your 9 constituencies ewo western north region na adekasi na mo de bae na kufa do notable mu aya tohui na ese say yanso 2024 yema amamre ene custom ye very so mo cheye so bi ebo akohede enkwa mo fa ne ko hewo na ne titu de oka ho na atwa manifesto no na ohwa me de siemu na ono aso hwe ama yetete regency de bie no na onfrɛ no mi sɛ na ekɔ na ono a na yekuro no so nyame adɔno ma ye democracy yetu no na ye de ahyɛ nsa so ɔmehwɛ na ono de hyɛ manifesto no na ono ɔka ho me yete region no ɛna ono a na nyana no so mo ye na dom no sa be ye present bi 2025 na the speed that development about so what's enough na ye mo a adanse a madi ama ye no ekwase beba nimu no na mo a na edinti na no madam ma yes ya wo he edinti na mafrɛ sɛ obi a ne ho dwo obi a ɔwɔ sɛ ɔbɛyɛ adwuma na obi a moborafo na mani nyina yɛ tumpɔn na ɔpɛ sɛ nimde anyame de adom no ene ne kuo no ɔbɛyɛ adwuma ma yakɔ yanim saa nipa no ena ni sinana madaroma yɛhyia wɔ ha ɔno ne Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia bɛfrɛ sɛ bɛkasa
Yanu me bibrime ye nya kofa tu yesuo etu esi be mabo okunkunim kofa ejina ne so akora paadi kokwe hu ededa mana ekire no ye ne adehyiamra kroma dansidifo mehwe kasemu kira awawade esumu apai mo hire nya kwa pie awawasem nie we de ebi nsi pen ye Neat FM, Yamamwa Kwaba.
Utie oha actually ponkno. Neat FM.
Yanu me bibrime. Yenya kofa tu yesuo. Etu esi be mabo. Okunkunim kofa ejina ne so akora pa ko hu ededa mana.
Chairman Midasipa, former Minister for Local Government. Nintina miko sereno se ombe buami ombe fa campaign yi nshena sana enkoyi mai so midawase me say why campaign ni na mami President of the National House of Chiefs Ajia Yohoho ya JBD second Regional Minister for Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Minister for Public Enterprises, MP for Akondombra constituency, Climate Envoy, former Minister for Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation, and MP for Sefi, we also Dr. Kweku Afriye. MP for Bibiani and we also Bekwai, Mr. Alfred Obeng, parliamentary candidate for Sefi. We also Festus Ejapong, so and a parliamentary candidate for Joaboso, so Nananom, NHIS CEO. So paying for nananom mimamonyina ha chiamonyina 0.9 sama ewo hono saying last year November 4th MPP ye call election and MPP be yi mi se membe ye Frankatuni say young call 2024 election year na ma ye presidential candidate enintina ye share bo pro what for 2024 election year mako eastern region mako western region mabedu western north region na oba bibia jisa uko omukuta asase no asase wurafo na wakoje kwanye na wakoje inshira na wakoje mpaibo eninti na mese menemo beshia wa mami kwanye mwa shirame na mabo mpaye so amami because ye nyina ye nim se nyame nkwa na osi hene enti mobo mpaye mami a mimi gidi se mo mpaye bono nyame betie na wa disu amaye nananum midie mifri wale na mabako somno echirese na me bath from Mekora bre kodune enye bibia na eye easy mami me makodo by day da ifum me call London school fees nti me call ye taxi driver na me take taxi kakra me call Canada me call ye cleaner wo ho kunya sika kakra school nti but nyame adom ena nyame shiranti bibia ko ye wo school mo be ye deputy governor ebe ye vice president of Ghana nti magop bakos se magbe chirese media mebe a politics no mo me pese me bua nipa bebre pese me bua nipa bebre me bua omoa ehia wo omo ntem me bua Ghana mine santi na ma ko politics mo me papa oyen 17 na on diagro 17 minuanum 9 yefi ye Christopher 8 Cramofo 17 no more 9 ye Christopher because na me mame na o ye Christo ni na me papa ko wara you know na o converti ye Cramoni but if ye 9-8 into tolerance religious tolerance no na free yankora breno na ebaso so na me fi Bible no Quran na wo ho na ye kan eko indi me ya koda no na me a member of Methodist Boys Brigade as a boy and me a vice president me so sign a patron of Methodist Boys Brigade of Ghana sana Ghana tie na Ghana ye fe santu situ intisona asondwe ewo Ghana no nansi anchebia na me call Vatican me call many Pope Francis His Holiness kushia ewo Vatican na ye bon komo na o se Ghana asondwe wo ho pa na me se ampa bompa e mai na asondwe no enkoso sa cause nipa bebre we see active asondwe a ewo Ghana science na ye pese ekoso sa so uhwe ejuma said mini Adam boche na okano ejuma meme ba politics mu ebe ye no ejuma mehwɛ sɛ yɛmboa na obiara nya equal opportunity na mpuntuo na akɔ biribiara saa adwuma no nti wohwɛ MPP yɛ 2016 manifesto a na yɛka no yɛde free senior high school ɛkɔhyɛ mu sɛ yɛde free senior high school bɛba yɛka sɛ yɛde ba no that time no ɔmampanyin John Mahama sɛ yɛntimi yɛ ɛnyɛ saa na ɔkae ɔsɛ yɛdaadaa nipa yɛntimi nyɛ free SHS yɛso sɛ yɛbɛtumi ayɛ yɛba 2017 president bisaa me sɛ yɛbɛtumi ayɛ free SHS no ahyɛ ase 2017 me sɛ president yɛbɛtumi ahyɛ ase 2017 yɛnhyɛ ase na yɛhyɛ ase 2017 na sɛsei biribiara ɛrekɔ yie yɛde STEM schools so aba Western North Muslim STEM schools no be na deɛ aka no sɛ mepɛ sɛ meyɛ ma Western North aka university na yɛayɛ university ne so ama mo wohwɛ so a yɛakwan no roads no yɛnyɛ nwieyɛ but yɛayɛ bebree sɛdeɛ nana ɛka subiri nkwanta kɔsi akoti Awiaso Town Roads Nzonzua Road Boako Sankore Enchi Dadieso Enchi Kojo ni nyinaa yɛ sɛ Awiaso Town Road so ɛkɔ kakra Benjamin Kwanta Ajefoa yɛ no 80% so far me na me best kati sword no so mehwɛ so na yɛwie saa road no mehwɛ roads nkwa yɛayɛ 450 kilometers urban roads, feeder roads, any highways in Western North nkwa enti roads no hɔ deɛ yɛnyɛ wie but yɛayɛ bi na yɛsrɛ mo sɛ momma yɛntoa so na membɛtena akonnwa no so na menhwɛ na nyinaa akɔ yie nananom wohwɛ so a yɛde zip line drones so aba Western North na saa drones no yɛde duro ɛkɔ different villages na ɛboa yɛn paa you saving many lives and nso na meka sɛ wohwɛ sports facilities a ɛboa yɛ youth yi a wobɛhu sɛ yɛba aban mu Ghana nyinaa na yɛwɔ 3 astroturfs the whole of Ghana and then yɛwɔ over 150 astroturfs from 3 ebi so ɛɛba Western North sɛ fifi also mmienu ɛɛba Roman Park ɛne Asafo yɛde kɔ hɔ sɛ fiba kwai bibie ne astroturf for hɔ is over 50% complete sɛ Enchi astroturf ɛkɔ hɔ dadeɛ so ɛkɔ hɔ akontombra so ɛkɔ hɔ so we nyinaa mpuntu a ɛbɛboa agenda 111 so saa agenda 111 no saa dwen no me na me de baayɛ me kan kyerɛ president sɛ yɛnyɛ agenda 111 identity because na districts bebree ɛwɔ Ghana omunni hospital me say yɛmbɔ modern na district bia ɛnya hospital ɔhɔ na agenda 111 idea no ɛbaayɛ ɛnɛ ukos woman bia is na bodia saa hospitals no omusi nyame adom enche bia omubewie saa hospitals no enti yewo yaye ejuma bebree say yembeboa Western North region but anka ya nye region no a said the mbotwe eka no anka mpuntu we bebree emba o anka emba region no na aboa na mpuntu inso eba no 100.9 FM adia na naka ye no uhwe Ghana said the nema eko no me gidi say ye ti kakra aden na make sound because ye governance no say ye bu oman mu ye nyina ye hu say ahemfo omo wo enchen omo center of the governance enti me pese yes sa ye law no ye review section 63D of the Chieftaincy Act and give more powers to the chiefs. It's very, very important because many areas the chiefs are there to help solve problems. But young include the chiefs, in the governance, ebe hardwin. And if you don't do that, not in discipline, so one of the first things maybe president, we are going to amend the Chieftaincy Act to give more power to the chiefs. And amending the Chieftaincy Act so means we have to give the chiefs more money, more financial resources. Now, ye ejuma because obi ejuma just say no resources are obetimi aye ejuma no sikanenti said nana kan na judicial council ntimi meet so ye manifesto committee saving asamaboatin wo ho for chieftaincy ye the new proposals eba to support the various policies na omobetimi resolving many disputes financially. The toso ne say ye tuya only paramount chiefs. Ye buy ye increase it from 400 to 1,000. But it is not enough. Enti na ye say ye the living allowances na yeba. No. Quick mothers so, but paramount chiefs. We want to also pay divisional chiefs and paramount chiefs and queen mothers, so that you can have a full chieftaincy institution is working, because paramount chief doesn't work alone. It works with his divisional chiefs. Paramount chiefs, and then we have left a big gap. And the divisional chiefs to the queen mothers and the paramount chiefs and pay living allowances. It's a major change in our system in terms of chieftaincy. Per se, chiefs a bit boying. It also me pese me di nsesanye banu ewo yen mineral resources. Mineral resources no so say yes san. Say de niema ye kono omo asisi yen ache. Gold ye omodifako but ye nya sasika no wo ye man. Enti me be ye be hwe na ya empower Geological Survey Department, any universities like UMAT, na omuaye surveys, no exploration. No. Ghana gold na no from Maxim Winneba all the way to Laura Nangoti. It's over 5 billion ounces a yenyen starting into. Enye sika kakra ketwa sika kakra almost $10 trillion. Me pese ye exploit na ye nya sa gold no abibia ewo hono, then concessions will only go to Ghanaians. No foreigners will get those concessions. Only to Ghanaians. 100%. And the Etosono say we are going to formalize the small scale sector. And Ramikai will will formalize the small scale sector and omo licenses so that we can monitor their activities. And the licenses not ever granted, the chiefs will be part of the granting of the licenses at the district level. So that momo temporary licenses will be granted, include the district committees, mining committees would include the chiefs who will be able to grant those licenses. So by changing the whole system, 90 with the issue of the proportion of the monies of the mining, ever to the chiefs, it will be addressed adequately. Namoinya. Good money from it, more than what you are getting under the royalty.
Asemi pesini kwanya, asemi yara, asemi pesini kwanya, ejumeli pesini kwanya, obeleli pesini kwanya, yara, asemi pesini kwanya, Asemi yara, asemi pesini kwanya, ejumeli pesini kwanya, obeleli pesini kwanya,
Jamagana Fonina Akwaba ene anopei edebe neat 100.9 ne memeda Jumedie ye freno asem yi edika na nsem ne edika no eyade a ye ba behwe na yaka ho asem wani tuase ye man ya yetimu no enoma bebre na akoso na watwe na tanu ama no etese ye hwe na yetimi edi ho enkomo na wachi insam bebre na asisi ye celebrate May Day en wachire no eye awirako semetoto yen budu eye East Trasako bo police fo tuoku womo ne pabonefo womo ti moto so eye Millennium City Gomoa East eno so soja ne etuo kan no efa asase ho enam so emane to anana no monse edu epie amanyofo no so abo apro May Day celebration John Dramani Mahama ekasai ose adwumayefo bebeba na mene masa ba ba ye adwuma pabiem President so kasai wa ma adwumayefo assurance so how are you matete ayewom dum so president say a few days le dum so no say stabilize it. And I'm so my Krambeka say within for 3-4 days, not taifa, and then in patem can you know. Enra Friday metimonu shows na meka say we are making a crown, one beka say yakwe team, me bobo taifa, ebia no refilm. Apeni apena me go do fie no madum kania. One would do kania no almost saw 30 minutes time almost endum no. Eti Mr. President Dumson and Koi. Mr. President Dumson and Koi. Eti when you know and some of my penny can ya. Na assurance and all the Ghana food in Ghana do my phone people Ghana food because we are how ye from ye pa. Eti and also ewo. I bet you won't come on. Just so by elections and also now what you see. Just so by elections in a Munwame Koso. MPP to me retain his seat, but independent candidate to free MPP must call and so make it strike. And also so far said ya and no more eti and tiana abaja for the bema. Ya no more eba bidin komo. Interviews so wa yene and for the be and so ebe kasa. Na afe yehu said ya and samono emun samatia. Midin the Mark Jerry or say AGYEMA na Maboafo eboa me anopai okokuroko etamachi ewa ha. Ena me baba Juliana enso ebo me chidom. Ayedi dwumadie. Yede ebre. Wadwe nkyere na me say we part of the show. What the befa 050 372 1744 050 372 1744. What do I do in China? You befa ho na yedi ho enkomo. Na ene me want me guest ewufia ha brantie me host no pain. Omo bo mo modern because I woni die e koso ye man mo no. Omo twesa woni die no ebetimi aba from here. It is Crusaders of Change for Environmental Health and Safety. Bomo founder and CEO. Ene owaha. Idie no edi eye owusu apia. Aba be srae. Na wakwajeje awards bi nso. MZ bi na nkwa moba. Owusu apia. Owusu memo akwa be tsen.
Mejo so
be microphone no. Ibi akoye de.
Oh nyankopon adom. Mpaibo ne.
Crusaders for Change. Obotan ni mugo so. Ghana munidie kono de ano de o.
No krepa yeguso. Yeguso na ye afam de. Say de betumi aye de aboa ma oman na tumi etumpon. Eti se obusa me a saa na metumi a kirem na de di kan kura no ma memfa. De di kan kura ma memfa konwa so na menchia etiefo ene Nit FM ahwefo UTV ahwefo ne Nit FM etiefo nyina na biem so ye na despite media adwuma pa mo ye de boa ema Ghana etumpon e bia meka se Ghana nke yenhia despite media I think say ka enoma ebekobone na nyame hira mu beble na ebiem so ye fa kunyo so ne yenchia ye ne papa doctor ose kwa me despite baby obi a ye chia no ne nua bema Dr. NS Ofolisapon na se de obusa ye no ye frame ewusu apia na ebi obi bebusa akra mpo se ye ka se Crusaders of Change for Environmental Health and Safety a ene de ade omudwumadie ene sei omobotae ene sei die ntina saa ekua na organization mpo ebaaye botae nyina se wo hwe ene Ghana se de ye environment esiko se de ne ya hunu di nsem esiko a eyade a tembia na ya na yenso eha ya adwene se wo hwe se de ye toto bola ni ade gu mountain so basa amanyalowa aspread wo krom ha ni ade a eha ya adwen ebie mo hwe se galamsi ya ye ka ho asem se yensuo yensa ase ni ekwae nyina ese ya in fact so sad na eha ya adwene se emabunu ade na yenso yebetumi aye ade abo ye daachi ho ban ade na yebetumi aye ade abo ye man ho ban adunti open bi bo nyum osi susublibi pa ne fa bo Ghana ase Ghana se be yo se enye yo ejina minomie no so adunti na Crusaders of Change for Environmental Health and Safety ye this organization de buy se yenso ye besom ni aboa efi se o hwe oman chichira ejina ye nyina ye so ejina ankura nyina so se aban ko by Ghana ne de da so ewo ho ema minomie no nyina enunti ye dwumadie titiro pa no eye nsisi adwuma aye kan se clean up exercise ena most at times ye dwumadie titiro ankasa na emom ye nsisi adwuma no na ye huni se okoye nsisi adwuma ha na se omanfo a ewon potem ho no one advice we am educate you about important of maintaining a clean environment here at the end of the day no be say ye nsisi adwuma nyina no na at the same time so ye sound so call installing mu ni schools ahodo mu ene mpo radio so ni TV so se de anopam ma yakonwa ye wa hai aye bodawlo de kire adasama especially Ghana for se ya free sabre ne na se ya nsesan ye suban de wi etoto bola na ebiem ye kwakwa environment no ema ye kobone na ya nhwe ni ya ye daachi no na edasan mu o hwe na ekrampo starting po dada vise blebi atwam na nka ebi akoto fish no mu ni ade at least you see say na eye okay kakra but and because of bola ni ade ya tu agu monten so ni ade ntini nyina kwakowie pomu a emma ye moa ni nyina ye fishes ni ade nyina o mase ehye anope ya me ba im say La Paz circle station ho bola esum ho nya bola keto meanwhile that's been so esi na that's been AGYEMA me na buso obi adwuma ye so ba be for on time by em fa on time it you see say sa no ma nyina no e course within the society ni mu a de nyalwa hodo na aspread a emma ya pomden hu sem kofom we say last year hwehwemu be da adwa say wo pe oman a emu mflema ye so polluted a eye Ghana ankasa bi nka Ghana ye the gateway to Africa na si de na etumi tena se ma ye hwehwemu na hwehwemu be da adwa say we are the poorest country na say oman a emu mflema ye so polluted ha dwen na me de time bia na ya menya konya mitu Ghana fofo se Ghana fo amutie mi so oman na be ya ejina ye nia ye so se bi kwasi bloni bi en ho betumi afiri baabi aba be ye ne kru ana abe ye kru amaye enti ye sere Ghana fo se de ye kura bola se de to bola edigu mountain so basa no ya de ya ye sere se ye nyina ye sisa ye change an attitude free se wo hwe o how ni sunsanso bonni a de bana e affect ye nyina izo hwe malaria cases kwa na ekosoro o hwe diarrhea cases kwa na ekosoro o hwe typhoid fever kwa na ekosoro ni nyina no eye because of ya hune die nsem a ye nkura ne ye bola ye to go monte so inappropriate way no eno na e ma sa nyalwe nyina no etu asete etime fa kunyo so na masele Ghana fo nyina se ye change yen attitude ebiem nso yesere mpanifo se sanitation bylaws enforcement no yesere se krum ha mra wa ha betumi abokro yi ho ban me da bia de ha me na ye me ya pa ana ya na ye me so much concern say ye ya parents kra let's look at the real situation sitie let's look at said there enuane bo esi eden let's look at the real enne nyalwa spread it is a sad number we are etoa so a in the next 5 years ye nchilima ebeba in the next 10 years the next 20 years 50 years ahead no nchilima ebeba say na omu situation and omu life say no mbesi live no we say o hwe last time na me share some article bi ebla na ye nananom ye be fa omu ko enkwaso mu no hu say bi 9 ye de change ni bi anipa be 10 nipa 15 ni ye de change ato omu 9 ye de bi ato omu nsa de bi ato omu kom na in fact me wura huye na bi mu ehunu se da bi de adro na yesi etumi je independence e de Ghana which is Dr. Kwame Nkrumah mu 1957 aje independent e de ma yesi da be ya ye ya peso na nchilima e be ba sa able no yo betumi anya independent ya se bi sa nkwasom ne ade ne betumi aflim na mpanifo elusu omonkwa elusu omo life e de to ho e de ji o man si o mai na ebedu ye ya penso e na ye tutu ye environment na jeje mu asibi se ase ye mfa hwe ho asibi se we are the last generation but that is not the case ye ya penso yi afoforo beba and I want to aso ebi ba said ye tutu ye environment na ene no ya hwe ni ya ye da chinchirima ebeba no e na ebe sofa na ebebre nti sele mekan Crusaders of Change eno ni ani so ade hu ni ebota titiri nti a yenso ye de ba se ye bebo dawro e de a kire Ghana fo so that ni nyina ehunu ekwan pa na mfaso pa e wo so ma se ye environment ni ebe ni ye se na okoye mpoano asabi ho nyina da ne plastic rubbers ne ball ankwa mekan se last month or so ye koye clean up exercise e wo kokrobite na wo hwe efin o hwe plastic rubbers o hwe bola pa na egumpu nanu a enya de ketua ni nyina ne ye bola ya totu agu ye communities ni mu ne gates mo na se nsuo no to a se twa akwa ade na ode ne ponanu ne kowie ni sa no mani nyina ya de asabi egu oman no ehu fin kakra sisi na onam kromu a bola gugu mountain basa instead of say bianka dustbins ebesisi mia so that etumi aboa ema se mposo obi nam krom na water whether say pure water na say any drink bianko wia na odi atum ba nam krom a dustbin ensi ba bia ba kumienu bi nso a
and say dustbins ya ye bia ye ya na ayera Just recently, last one more year, years back, I think 2018 or so.
Okay.
Yes, 2018. If my memory will serve me right. 2018. Sabrina, Honorable Cecilia Abinada Baye, Sanitation Minister. And one of that's maybe BBC, and one with the CCC, Assembly, Bia, Mohomba, Nina.
Okay.
That's been seen in your 2 years, and now with the BC, Yakra, Yenimu Hano, Yenimu Hano, Nanemu Kraya.
Okay.
No, it's and yet challenging because Umbako, you be clean up exercise. You better than you want to be banana, you are not going to go. So, said it.
Sure.
How is it challenging?
Okay.
Said it.
Okay. Where the Medasibium said they all kind, and penny for to sign a money pain. Now, me such a question we say. I didn't know security agencies for her because you were police, you were soldier, you were just all the security agencies in now. The entire me boss and penny for it is because share. He said that's been I don't need DC room. Now boy environment in Hoban, aboy a crew in Hoban, a dear my. Now say DC Hona will be a baby. 70 a journey panel. No one anti freely, sir. No, I say to me, Chino, because that is the reason here. Ya mount camless, a wo chrome, so it means us will be a debonne, will be a fabi beer, camla bacheno. Oh, Nanso, Sano Manano, El Coswase, ye fan because most of times we feel so. I don't know, this that be a dear secret no be able far, Sebi and Yashi, a BB, because I never bought mine hobine, I never bought mine up within hobine. They say, Yansha say, I buy a boka. I got Tamaye. He says, you took a crabby a car near you fire. Now buy a bokaya gota at the Amaye. Now buy at the dustbin at the sick room, so say a bear na gata my own piota, won't find to munti. Media see us own piota, fatum. Now quablania baba fat at the co. Now instead of saying come to piota and camena baby de robano at the atuano. That's been what Namdia to from so it means inflammatory fire. And as in you to a natural got an amagata and mercy. Inti, I think, sir, I say, Mla, a year Juma. If you say, oh, share a mine tray and who she had to say, Rwanda, Morocco, Cape some other small countries, a tray and who she are. At least, Omunina, Africa to say, or me any party say, I don't know, the Omotumiama sanity, Omotumiama discipline, a year Juma Ukraine. Now, so yeah, the as a young fashion. So, Timesle, Mesle, Emlao ho. Se Mlano start to say, yeah, you must no more cost you nano. I believe, say, I know bet me a blast. Because you started a ma Emlana and Yajuma. Ye be ye biaka se bia bet. Enkusiaga.
They say a man running.
Say Mlaya Juma.
They are working on mine, no, say, on mine, ye decentralized.
Okay.
Ya chicho or many upon you 2 million the above.
Okay.
80, for instance, a year dustbins, ya ye can ASEM. Assembly bia will be
Okay.
It's in a national government and a central ministry, no, distribute to that dustbins in a manacono. Now, assemblies not taking charge.
Okay.
Wama formal a year task force and a combe man, one be bought a year sad dustbins in a whole bag.
Sure.
A ban sana ke ye de ye a measuring to the assemblies and a care better. Where the aquaquest assemblies in a woman. Because minister no know that's been baby so and you know baby said that's been ABC. Yeah, hey, we are not see ABC anymore.
Okay.
ABC Tesano, ABC Achomota Moho, ABC Miami, ni nyina no ewo assembly memo.
Okay.
It's assemblies in the end no we found we say so mo.
Okay.
It's your mam right here, you must say they work on na say yama assemblies no wo ye in charge because yen to me emphasize can koto that's base. Na secretary di na that's base nyina so it is said a localized governance, no.
Okay.
I say and also baby I say the
sure.
In terms of sanity.
Ampa. You dey me that's pa said all kind no kwasem. I say most of it nka every community bia under either municipal assembly and I said district
metropolitan
or district assembly. By most of it no. Say will be in the container education some location and I say bia and obi class statistics will see them within seconds na no assembly be hunu aba ba twere stop work and as produce permit e dey egu dan ho na container na ho by say ye dey that bin e dey asi ho na assembly na e ye omodwuma say omo hwe make sure say that bin no other so siwo e make sure say community and I said district and municipality no equipo clean no you see say eno ne de ana ye ni enhyeda enko ho beble enti me fa konyo say over the months ago me ne some penfo ba community bi din komo concerning sa no ma ekoso say the that be a krom ni ade and they refer me say sa no ma ni nyina no Ministry of Local Government the emla na say 2 minutes nyina de ahye assembly for no ensa enti yesre assembly ahodo no both district assembly or municipal assembly o say most at times no see appoint you obi so meye DCE and I say MCE at the end of the day we behwe the next year then any so the next 4 years say me ba na me be contest as an MP enti instead of saying ko be collaborate with MP no any chiefs ni timamfo ni nyina na omotumi make sure say community and I say municipality no be keep clean na ebetumpon no entisa na emom no isi say or sabotage the incumbent MP na oteso no enti eba ne sa ni nyina no timamfo na say omanfo no na efili effect no enti e fa konyeso ne yasre MCs ni DCs ahodo no anope ma me fa konyeso na menchi aye ne ye MC onabo Ambrose Tiga say ono Gas Central Municipal Assembly say recently government change and a reshuffle of MCs no first na ye honorable Bashiru Kamala on na ye MC elho na say the change of MCs by no yenya honorable Ambrose Tiga nti anope ma me fa akonwa so na menchi ano ba bia obia na media de selede baako na mesle se yesle yemma enforcement of sanitation bylaws no enya adwuma eno apɛ ene madihiade eno apɛ ene madeslede ada bia menya akonya mesle mpanifo se yemma enforcement of sanitation bylaws no enya adwuma because emra ne ye adwuma eno na betumi aboa na emra ne nyina nso ewo assembly fo no ho emra ne nyina ehye assembly fo nsem nti madeslede ba akopɛ da bia no de to Ghana fo ne mpanifo a edi o man so ana se ye hemfo ne ya sofo mpanifo nyina ye de to o man se ye besle se ye ma sa sanitation bylaws enforcement nya adwuma na ebiem se ye sre ya sofo no se ye starting free ne na ye mpichi enkyere ensole ma no about ahunidie nsem we say da bia ye sole a we are preaching about heaven fine heaven ye nanso nyankopon bo ade wie no odi nipa etena asase so enti onimdie nti a odi etena Ghana asase so onimdie nti a odi nipa etena asase so nanso ye de as ye say environment ni ye jahako because we believe say and we see say ye ko heaven enti de tesu na insi say ye niye no ye nye niye ene ye say no enen kran ha ba bia ba fa bia asole ehye corners ba bia street bia ba wuram bia asole dan wo ho nanso efin eji o man boso efin ebu nkama fire so nyalwa na atu asete ena okọ hospitals ahodo a nyalwa ahodo a ye recording on daily basis pa eye 3D ade which is malaria and so we say mu nyina no ye as a result of poor sanitation practices a ekoso ewo Ghana mamuntra.
Okay, yane ayo wuso apia aye Crusaders for Change. Now Crusaders for Change is for environmental and health.
Environmental health and safety.
Yes, environmental health and safety. Ono na oye CEO I say omo boase ahonidie obekoso na bibia etimi akoyie. Ahonidie organ na hane de enough. Eti more resources aya mutimi nya akade ne kakra amafo bo am kakra.
But resources ne de nyame challenges at the my pa still though ye afam dia im say no man ba community bi ho a yetumi atoto with ourselves by do na still a hiantinka e pese we de nkama dawlu manka ye fa ko so na
wo me tie mo bia o peso wo
betumi aboa ya ommo aye se de be ya ye nso botaye si ye ni so say yensu ye de boa ama ye man atumi atumpon ke atumi achieve say ye hia te say abubuya pa ni ye major challenge because o ye nsisi adwuma ni wi a o be pick plastic rubbers na say fin na fili ho no e na eye ha kakra e de maye ebi o ha most times na ebi o ha na ye kɔ no ya toss plastic rubbers kese kakra no na bia ya boa nyina no agum na de ama ya tuaka de ama sa abobu ya afo no mu giska no de kwa maye enti nka ye pese ye fa kunyo so nanka we de mo boa na ya appeal to Ghana for na janko mo bia omo so betumi de support ye no omo de support ye fi ye hia aka de bebre say onzen ka ya botan sen ka ye nsisi adwuma no na the same time sen ka ye sanso ye fumigation which is ye spray gutters mu say the be ya tuntum ne
mfidie ne de omo de
mfidie ne ade na omo de ye ntinka ni nyina no so ye se bisika nti ya no na ye pesen ka ye fa akonwa so na nkaja ya appeal to Ghana for na omanfo edum ye
okay enti na sanity enti aye crusaders for change for environmental health and safety one CEO any founder any dey come enti number bi your fa number 2 na obi tie obi hwe on the Facebook na opese wo boa wo ma na wafre because ahonidie no mo de asi o mani so wo mogu so e kire se wo kwa enti mo program itinerary et sen by phone number ni 2
oh okay your number no 0544 69 6903
0544 69 6903 0544 69 6903 okay
na we de ma mensa mfa kunye so na menna wasebiem ense tambia no ma ye
na wanya award bi fabra na yanka award no once
we de
dance award wa ba dance award we de Ghana Facebook
Ghana Prestige Award
we Ghana Prestige Awards Youth for Change iti owusuapia iti na djuma oye no na dey GPA Ghana Prestige Awards womatimi are recognizing or nominating or assign the award na man to ba Facebook enu ni ma me hwe certificate no what they no anu check okay I mention any certificate in so any certificate of honor. This certificate is presented to Uswapia for winning Youth for Change, second edition of the Ghana Prestige Award. It's Mr. Kofi Ajeman. And it's over Facebook and so on. It's a Crusaders for Change for a year environmental health and safety. But you say, Juma Moyano, and so Moyana, Tom Moje, more politicians. Obi BBC adwuma no de wafa to so adwuma ne so
easy
adwuma ne
so
it's a team
oh of course we have a team, we have a strong team am fa kunyo so na menchia team Crusaders
yeah
in fact omo bodwuma na ya bodwuma panya mishira omo nyina na tambia na ASEM ba ko na mka kire omo se ye ne oman ne daachi iti de na ebetumi ayede aboa ye man daachi na ebetumi ayede aboye ne akase daachi ho ban. We said the BIA papa honorable Kennedy Japan. Now ASEM back or see the youth, we must take our destiny into our own hands. ABM or see don't wait or don't ask what your country can do for you, but rather what you can do for your country. These are some of the things here we see say a idea I say a melbourne you take your destiny at the share and your destiny so near mine. A melbourne any or mine that into say you feel your mind now. Ya failure dachi ti se efle ne ya na ya start ne ya boa ebo ya dachi ho ban ti na me fa kunyo se na machia ye mpanifo ye ne papa Dr. Baumia na biem ye ne ya papa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama sa mpanifo nyina ebo homodin so mbetumi aye bibi de aboa ama ye man na tumi atumpo na nso timamfo no ena yenye ya adwene se ye boa wo mo senke yenyina yenya ho ache honhom de sompanifo yi asene de bompanifo ni achi dom a ati senka Ghana no katumpon bi se yenhwe de se ye na ye papa His Excellency na Nana Danko Akufo-Addo o ye individual person o ye one single person de senke yenyina ye som over 30 million population se yenyina ye som ne abo na chi dom ne aboa se o man be ya I'm sure say by now no ketumi atumpon. Same thing say na papa former president Mahama obaye o the National Sanitation Day at the buy the senke nyina ye support ya I'm sure say by now no anka yetumi atufiase yetumi ama ye man na atumi atumpon efese se ene obi anya konya opese wotu kwan ekotena blochire obi anya konya opese otu kwan akotena America but saa kuro yi nyina na mfiti plekwana ebe ya America some of this initiative some of this etuhu ache honhom a oman ni nyina nya ye ede boa oman no na ama saa kuro nyina na atumi atumpon ti mesre se enka Ghana fo ye nyina ebetumi anya patriotism ede ama oman no se ye ma ye ho 2 years ye ma ye ho 3 years ye ma ye ho 5 years se ni ye pese achieve I'm sure se ebetumi aye se nyina kan ho boma nanso most times no na no nkitikiti ba akomienu bi etete ye ntem nti bi a we eye we na we nso de namafa eba nsa na emoaye nti adeslede ba akwa mpese mesele Ghana fo nyina senka ye nyina yenya patriotism emfa ma Ghana if you say so man no se bi ya ejina ye ne atimamfo ye ne Ghana fo ne betumi ama oman no atumi atumpo na aye.
Okay, enti wote eye owusu apia eye Crusaders for change. If I want bota e pa za do kan no awonidie pa no mo ho ye pa nti aya na the health institutions and so more engage you health experts environmental health or no.
Okay, most of times
assembly be more environmental.
Yeah, I'm saying ga Central Municipal Assembly or more environmental department most of times you try no more edijuma edink and so iti yana ya kra na ejo normal kitin ba community bi ana yesu ehunu kakra no ebi ho a yenso ye de bi ka ho ana yenso ye je asua de from them so that say be a nyina na ebetumi de aboa ama normal tumi aye fi say o man chekire eye collective effort we sofa na we asofa na ma ye koyanim ise mo dwuma amu ye say mo boa pa without media menye sure say nka Ghana ye bete de eko nti in fact nyame islamu ewo dwuma pa mo ye de boa Ghana.
Yeah, that's it. So be it I say number ni bi me say
number ni bi 0544
69
03.
Okay, 0544
03. Yeah.
So be person reach more.
Na ni biem so aya na ye dwumadie ahodo.
Itinerary need to say.
Okay, itinerary no most of times Saturdays and ya tie programs Fridays and Saturdays and ya tie programs over the for the past since last year no Fridays Saturdays and ya tie ye clean up exercise do na. In fact, ya come here, ya do beble. I'm say last month class ye ne ya koda kuma. Ye ne honorable Billy. I'm say din ye Muslim name ntumi money nyina bet. Ye mekani ye honorable Billy. Ona ye assemblyman for Dakuma West. No pay me fa kunyo sinema chia no. Honorable Billy. Ye ne one community members ni ye nyina kan ho bom na. In fact, the we are na sa bia I'm say Dakuma Masalachi. The we are na bia ne tia in fact na nya kula na sa no ma nyina nso ye Ghana for an attitude there be American wasem si ensisa no ya gata esensuo fam no ene ya tobo laguma memu nyina ye nti over the years no in fact adwuma de ya ye bi nti omo a efole wo TikTok ye din a wo ho ne Crusaders of Change Ghana Crusaders of Change Ghana e wo TikTok nti omo efole yo ho de em se omo nim dwumadi ahodo tito a ye die na ne biem so ya ye de Facebook nso ebi o ha ya me personal Facebook page aye owusu apia e o Facebook and bi nso ha ye ne ankasa ye Facebook page Crusaders of Change for Environmental Health and Safety. Nti afiwe ya yesimu the year 2024 your program anase project ya start as Operation Clean the Nation and Environmental Awareness Campaign. Operation Clean the Nation and Environmental Awareness Campaign. Ni nyina na ye say yes your mind ye clean your mind mama mind mo ate na the same time so yes also abodawru e de kira omanfo e de kira timamfo se de be ye nyina e betumi ehunu emfa so pa e wo so mai se ye be kura bola yi ye be kura environment ni ye enya sanitation na se bola anko na emum even to say ye nsu ahodo no so ye betumi abo ho ban ebie mo hwe te se we decide ne no manoma bi edi gugu nsase so edi gugu ayiso a ekum asase mu anyina nyina ne ye no ma ha ya adwen se o hwe bi atwa na nke ye won kankum ye wo domo ye wo
ene se no ma
nyina no yira because of we decide edi gugu enfudi a na edi gugu ayiso no na sa no ma koso nyina no e bia me ka se oman ne daache ana mabunu ye daache ɛna enyina yi efisɛ nka eblebi ebi anka odofo na ohia ebi aba 2 weeks 3 weeks na menkan asate pai wom by say sa we decide ni ade nti ni nyina no efiri ho ɛna ahwɛ te sɛ nkɔtɔ ne tidie because me ka said those days you krom say ebi ho a ensuo start said to say auto nso anom ne ade obenya kɔtɔ kakra obenya tidie kakra on by na because of galamsey nti saa no ma ne nyina no ase ɛhye saa no ma ne nyina no efiri ho eni se otwa saa no ma we nim nyina ho mfonyina you see say ye daache from 5 years 10 years ahead no ha adwen kakra bi se na nka no na nketumi boa ma ye nananom ye papa no ma nkom wo enkuro nkituwa no at least boa ma ne ho ha ne kakra because wato nso a anya tidi akanya koto kakra onya mo ne kura de tuma I think say is good to go by ne saa no ma no nyina na efi ho say coastal chickens enne ya wia na say no ma bibili ananyalwa nkitinkiti bi spread there na etu asete so all these are some of the things here ye wa say ye bebo ho dawuro e de akire Ghana fo am ye nyina no yetumi asesen free saa no na yetumi akipu ana ya maintain ye natural environment ne say de ye nananom eye digya ya ye beto so no yes ye nso ye beye bi e de ato aso say wo hwe wiem sakra ye climate change e na onam kroma ana unam abontia hwe de wiem hye hwe de awia anu aye hye ni nyina ne ye no ma ha ya adwen ha adwen ene se betumi aboye ho ban a gise ye start eduedu nnua ewo ye krom ha sei ise wo hwe akra sei 90% of many locations here ennua nsi ba bia wo de twa oni fitin la pass ebesia kokatema muze dua bia nheda ensi kwan ba bia no adua si ho enti most times obi kura nam kro bi nam kwan ho na ope ba bia atena onya ba bia na wachoke because ye twa ennua nyina agu enti saa botae na saa adwuma nyina no so esie ni so ahwa se ye siesie adwuma nyina no at the same time say sanso embark on trees planting enti last year say em say Green Ghana Day no ye nnua from Forestry Commission coconut and some royal palm near no money bia ye dua wo Santa Maria na this year so nyame adoma next month which is on the 7th and ye Green Ghana no so ye nhihye say ye besa akwaje saa no money bia ye royal palm ne on say we dua bi ho a ya na ye round on say friend say umbrella tree as a day ebisi eno bi ne si mo down high na nka ye dua
adesi he
adesi mo
ye secret no
na
anokra minim ne din
on say friend na umbrella tree so on ti saa no ma we nim nyina ne ade a say yetumi etwa ye ni kohwe ho say yetumi ma ye ni ko na say betumi aye nso a say bi ye nya support na ye nya funding a yentumi nye say bi akwaje trees ni kura from Forestry Commission say the fa maybe wunya car na say bibi na o dey transport saa no ma nyina last year say they deliver it through assembly no by unse assembly no so kwaje ye no na dodo na wo ho a mo so distribute omo distribute bi edema efefi nti ya nhye da nya ne dodo said ye request for no by this time round nke person ke etuminya maybe over thousands and ke betumi adua across the street of Accra said the beya maybe by 2 years 3 years 5 years na say nnua no etumi abagi hina at least obi nam kromo a obehu so say ewie eba menye ba bi agina ama amasoma tumi adwumi ana me hotumi atom bi say o hwe sisi enframa kura ye humi a most of it are polluted we say ye twa ye nu agina atom in fact we have a lot of activities here where nim a without support no yentumi ya ho aden enko ntumi nye nti yesra o manfo seja omo ebeboa na ebiem so we de memfanto wankasa wanim seja munso mo ankasa mo beboa ye not maybe personal we name mo be fa project no say ye nim nyina na ye because at the end of the day omani echichire gina ye nyina so itika ya appeal to you say ja mo be fa project na ma sere mo akakra from Ghana for ho e de aboa say the be ya yenso botaya esi ye ni so no yenso ye betumi achieve na otumi ama omani dachi maybe the next 2 3 years 5 years ahead no ye hu say ye wonam kromate wonam kromo enua kroma ma at least nya enframa pa enso ehumi
okay yes adepa your food you apa na piano enti adepa tie nyina no ye be so mo na ya boa schools mo chire for sanitation nyina no ebetima enti ozu That's it.
Mr. Medasi.
Yeah, you because one year didn't
Medasi.
Fine. Yeah, congratulations.
Yo, thank you.
Na
Medamasi Parkers.
All right.
Anyamwa. Nyesho senke betumi ayi.
Yeah, that's it. Enti abusua ene eye owusu apia what say di na kwakwe because me next panel member no be my friend Nana owusu apia. Nana owusu apia. Ndi Nana owusu apia wa we name owusu apia or you founder the Mark Crusaders for Change for Environmental Health and Safety. Enti mo bia obi no onso abeboa ne bi. Why? Beboa no na bibia nkoyie. Nti owusu apia yadase. Every pem ye no bedin. Aye need 100.9. Jumedi ye friend no asem yi edika. Asem edika o. Edika dia enena ye beka pa. Asemo. Ma yentie we
Enugu awaiting the release of dressing materials. High voltage and low voltage works are ongoing in the remaining communities, namely Ninsako and Narasong. Thank you.
Do you have a follow-up question? Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Minister, I have just a quick question for you. You had budgets on 2021, budget 2022, budget 2023.
POP Home Charm Paint.
Cost sharing. So, do you want to tell us that Ghana is broke to extent that we can afford to buy low and high voltage poles? Thank you.
Thank you. Ghana is not broke that they cannot buy. My last answer to the last question was we procuring high voltage and low voltage poles and completing the installation of same in Binduri. Thank you.
Sina, yes.
Thank you, Chairman. Honorable Minister, the deadline or the timeline you gave Parliament was 2022. I'm following up on this particular one, the question that you asked. And we are in 2024 currently, and you are saying that you are left with dressing materials to allow for testing of the project. So I want to find out if you give assurance to the House, and almost 2 years now, and you are now saying that you are not ready on some of the issues. I want to know when, if you can give us timeline that the project will complete the project fully.
Thank you. I think I have to explain this. If I give a project contract to a contractor, and he's supposed to procure the things and supply and install in the community, and during his procurement, he says prices has risen 3 times, so I cannot buy it and I cannot install. It will, no matter the assurance and the contract you have given, I don't think there's anything bigger than a contract. A contract states what you have to do, the time for which you have to do it, and the payment for which you have to receive for that service that you are going to render. If the contractor feels, and most times I've tried to explain, that if he feels that the material prices has escalated, and that when he goes to buy it, he will lose out the contract. All over the world, what contractors do is to walk away. It doesn't make it a criminal offense for that contractor, but they walk away every time. So some of these rural electrifications that we are saying, like SHEP 4, it didn't start even under His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. It started long before His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo came into power. But the contractors haven't finished because things do change. And things do change is a matter of a reality. But what we have to do is to continue to make sure that every part of Ghana has its fair point of electrification. And again, we are 88.75. We are not doing badly, even in sub-Saharan Africa. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I'm glad to hear that the minister is saying that we have 88.75%. 88.75, not the radio station, but the percentage that has been connected in the country so far as rural electrification is concerned. Mr. Minister, if I'm in the Sunny West, going through my communities, and I haven't got enough to be done, it will be difficult for me to believe the 88.75% that you are talking about, meaning you are almost done, the whole country. On 24th February 2023, Mr. Minister, Mr. Chairman, I asked a question of some of my communities. The question states that the following communities, that's Gobu, Kulage, Santa, that's question 580. And those communities, Santa, Agege, Kojobo Ikra, Ahare, Besega, Krusa, Kuku Kwasi, Alegele, Bakpa, Kuku Jato, Asempaneye, and so on. There are so many communities. And then Mr. Minister said that, they are around Tatobato, and Tatobato and other communities have been connected. And these communities are around the surroundings. The high tension is there. Transformers are there, yet to be connected. And then, per your answer, Mr. Minister, you said you are going to consider the next phase. So I would like to know, or the community would like to know, the committee, to inquire whether the next phase has been commenced. If so, are these communities mentioned considered? Thank you, Mr. Minister.
I thought you are one of my longest standing friends in Parliament too. Mr. Chairman, I'll beg to seek refuge under your big smoke. Because the question my honorable colleague is asking is none of the questions that have been brought here as government assurance. But I would like to state for a fact that honorable member deserves. So after this, let's work together and see what we can do in the communities.
Thank you, Mr. Minister. Or even some of the communities have
Jamwa kwa badeba nsemi di kanso we ni 100.9 abedwafo no atena se na okay abedwafo no atena se abedwafo wa ha na no wusu apia the apostle of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the apostle Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Na enu achire no me wo tom so de oye NDC near our Ablikuma North. In fact, we're the position we're crapping, or a member of NDC from a National Communication Bureau. From a National Communication Bureau. Tom in son Ewaha. The Buja Gumpa, one wolf is with him. Because in some of the doors, May Day celebration. Nanado Nanko Kufado Kobo Doom Soso. John Dramani Mahama say, on near Juma for a baby, yeah, a Juma for Yanimoji. Just by elections, allegations of a year money spreading. Tom nominate the Abasa, one with GD Precope. I know who so appear, and say, Yano. And also Edda Hoyabeshe. Dr. Mahmoud Bami, I'll send an anonymous him. Said I'm born and no. On the mobile Baye Juma. Or so or not, say, Obabe president, or be sacra constitution no more. Now, on Wama, I have for more powers. What does it mean? Apostle of Dr. Baumiawa Haidi. Obechiriumo. I have for more powers to the extent, say, mining concessions permit to creditors. I have for bedimut into mine. It's a non so. Ewa and Ninjano, ye babidi home, and come and net pay will need 100.9. It's when it's about those and out you know there, some and now akoso on now chimo. A year pussy near your bone to a year Millennium City. Now, maybe a statement this year. A munsem. Police form you know, one more gem from Mansu, one more fear anymore. Then the Pabonophobia. Way Millennium City, the any military officer, soldier near your bone to you. As I said, one your bone to you. And now, police form you know, and also a year East Trasaco. I say, baby, a fraud block factory. On also one more son, a nipa, you know, a year motorbike, so your bone to your como. And then I say, it's in our tree, the moon yet. Oh. My main kind statement to na tea way free Martin T. Amoyao. Chambers, legal practitioner, Jinaye. Okay, when you Jinaye Chambers. Na one more edit statement about. Really, name so one more they call the editor Ghana Web. Na or say DSL Madam. Murder of soldier in Kaswa, demand for retraction and apology. Eteme ba cho mutie ni ye pa statement we me kind one nipa na lawyer for atro a statement team. I act for and on behalf of Alhaji Ismaila, the Director of Operation at the Office of the Vice President, and write on his instructions. My client's attention has been drawn to a publication on your media outfit linking him to the murder of a soldier in Kaswa on 30th April 2024. My client sees your publication as highly unprofessional and ridiculous. For your information, my client has absolutely nothing to do with the land allegedly in dispute. If you had double-checked your story, you would have come to the realization that both the Ghana Armed Forces and the Ghana Police Service have in their preliminary investigations disclosed that the land dispute is between one Lance Corporal Omar Abdul Rahman and the suspect Ben Lord Abebio. Find attached copies of the said press release. It is my instructions to notify you when notice is accordingly given to you to pull down immediately the story and apologize unreservedly to my client as well as the office of the Vice President, Jubilee House. Failing that, my client will use every legal means to vindicate his right. Please be advised. Yours faithfully, Martin Amoyao. Martin T. Amoyao, solicitor for Alhaji Ismaila. Odiama is a true phone and into the measurements. Okay. It is attached release in the Waha no crowd. I can count on the morning show so that it's in the womb. Nano Uswapia at the same.
Majari Michia na Michia T4.
At your photo, so Pabi, be a
me other Roma. ye ho ye
de nyame ase
yetimi abepia mu ha ide na chese otwedwa mpon de ahoden ache menu atomtom afishapa
afinko beti wa dogi mi ate kanesa wa dogi mi ate
ntino nyame ene ye ahia mu na ide na chese say ye chia ye ho nti me gidi say wo ho ye you are looking good and then even though in opposition you know so adwuma na oye no akatua ne ye wonya allowances no ne ade pedi am bibia e koso kama nti no enema ye man
so ye be ka so bia ma ye wan studio yesre wo
that's what it is. It's Nigeria ho ye.
Oh yeah, they am yes. Good.
Cheti fo nyina.
Eti fo jos. Na no so apia na outene kan no so our office of the vice president and wetin American statement way because
me nua ba ho fa bi so otie mi am chia no
on friends
Evelyn Ann o hwe ye tie an pa yi.
Oh okay. Okay.
Okumase.
Oh okay. Evelyn Ann so ye da se pa na me a menso misi so ase manifie no oba adamfo a bidi kan fa na ye fe na Evelyn.
I see.
Madam for pa so German. Inti Evelyn Ann ya da se. Tom me protocol no koye bibi kakra. There's a bidi kan chia wansa.
O mensu na se
unza me sa me protocol no dey anam dey
mensu
wa bidi kan ba no na bidi kan and no kasa sa bidi kan na no wusu apia statement bi wa ha I draw my attention
say because of his background and to be very fair say onu be advise it for
yes
we come here to educate and then inform.
That's right.
Yes it's right Majari.
Yes sir
bibi aboko na me ache yankwane ahoden say anape bia ya sorry every yempemu a ye be di ejuma aboa Ghana to ensure say we are going to rescue this country from this reckless administration Mageri ebane security I say ebano economy so I say I have the figures here ebano economy so Mageri I say ebano agriculture Mageri I say all sectors of the economy under this administration bibia atete apansam energy mpodi say ebeka ho asem I say na menua no de mpemfo kan asem bi say atiye ma refie enti onkan kwala na eba no onkan kwala na eba no eja menim say ni boss achichi dollar no e na odi key ni ama IGP ti menim say the dollar has been rescued there Majari a gallon of fuel say owning price ni
say a petrol ne boa ba be ye den ase
a liter of 15. Fuel 14-15 Ghana cedis.
Between 14 and
14-15 Ghana.
Baby and men crop for one I say minimum of one they are still 13.
Crop for ben.
Oh maybe to me more.
Oh na kana ye nyina ye nkoto bi e.
Oh 13 cedis.
Right.
Me ni right.
Oh they be on say.
But me catch but baby a 13 cedis. Baby a 14 cedis, baby a 15 cedis.
Majere say membra na eja anapa bia yeko fili tank ansana
ko eju dey one dey amafo beto for yeko fili tank 13 there 2 cedis per liter
enye
50 liters afesika be
fesika what I say
okay
me wa in
na kosoro
enye fuo ni Majere ukodwa so a ukola pass marketer Majari
me ba na di san komo
enti Majari maminchia me national executives na minchia me regional and constituency executives Ablukmanov for me chia omunyina chairman Hari Nadia Tete Agosu Sidi Ali eni Zakare munyina me chia obia wa Ablukmanov yem boy ye hommodin na yem bua ye parliamentary candidate so that we will rescue Ablukmanov from the drenches from the gutters. Then we will all be happy as a constituent.
Okay. Now, no, so appear office of the vice president. Na kate ya ifri eye Alhaji Ismaila. Ono so yenim say the director of operations.
Director of operations.
Eye vice president office. Sure. And na kate we ababe to about. Ni nyina nefa eye awudi e course. Owo Millennium City.
Sure.
E dey na oni.
Majari midasi papa na babia Alhaji Ismaila wa no pa bia no me ma no ache mse ndura menene ne di ntiti mu anajo ansana
maybe cancer ASEM way. I want to make a specific statement here. Say we a media outlet. Now say when cancer release we be. I want you to take it serious. Say you attach all seriousness to this particular release. And say Nema koso no ye hunu say a deliberate and microphobia alpha sa incident na esi no to just draw in the revered office of His Excellency the Vice President, and for that matter, the Director of Operations for the Vice President. What we seek to do, ni say Yebeka Chere Ghana for say incident na SC ewo Millennium City involving osojani a nipa boni ni bi aboni tuo agye ne kra free ne nsam no. Sa incident no Alhaji Ismail Ibrahim onim ho hwe. There's no connection, there's no any linkage, there's nothing whatsoever. Esese yetimi ekotwe video dada bia esi etwemu eba to try to link it with this incident just to make sure say you better tarnish the good reputation, the hard working that he's doing for His Excellency the Vice President. And we've served notice to the media and we served notice to Ghanaians to say we should desist from that act to say Amanfo be trying all means possible to link the murder, the heinous murder of the military to such a revered person. Oti o manyimu no obian tene ho asem da obian hu say wode enyoden agi obiade anansa wode asisie agi obiade. In fact, Alhaji Ismail Ibrahim nipa bi aso gina hokra na se ankyerɛ say onuni a you will not even know say onuni nipa otai dwumadi a Vice President edi nyina no sebi as operations officer no he controls all the affairs. Enti niaye kan say one mo a edin kan a make such publications they should retract it and apologize unreservedly so that the next step possibly so man we will apply the legal rules to make sure senior lawyer nakano we will defend and also ensure say his rights are protected in this country. And Majeri, that is the crux of the release now. Ya diabetu jani say a man for endesist in free home. Sa video bi o makotwe that there be a Ben Lord now or press conference the same Ben Lord made it duty or answer his assignment. They say obeje Alhaji Ismail asase a ono so acquire legally like senior military officer aton asase no the same way and a Ben Lord any akwesi Alhaji no omo so fast site trasem no so land guardism no so etsen komo beje Alhaji Ismail asase every nsem as a law abiding citizen no mene wo kasa isasem no e wo court e wo Kaswa High Court se ya even enura ne we nyina kra no omotena sa asem no so that is I think Thursday omotena sa asem no so nti I don't see why people want to bring these two incidents to link it and now want to say we see Alhaji and Ben Lord must resort to killing of soldiers because they want to protect Omo Ejapade. There's no law in this country. Ema obi akwenya say even if you want to protect your property, you must resort to killing people, including officers of the state. And now say nia yedi tumi ama omo say omumbo ye ho ban na omumbo ye Ejapade ho ban. Nti nia ye kan say the two incidents are not the same. In fact, Alhaji Ismaila is a victim. He is a victim of the doings of Kwesi Alhaji and Ben Lord. And the same as the military officer who has lost or whose colleague has lost his life. In fact, the one who has been killed, Crown Majeri, and you know, assassin yani diao. Umar na assassin yani diano. Ono woho. Ni colleague o kan ne ho according to the release, from the military, kan ne ho ko ya omukoto se nkrofo eji na assassin forcibly no call report to police the innocent one rather has been killed. These are two victims of the same suspect. The two victims, Alhaji Ismail Ibrahim and this military officer whose land is being taken forcibly from him. These are all two victims. And yantias yenye hunu say, e mana yetimu no, wontumi nkase wudi mrabesha wonsem na waje nkrofo Ejapade efiri wo monsa. Sebi mpreduasan we John Mahama ba na wo Ghana kra no a you have every right to own a property and protect your property. If somebody is trying by all means, forcibly, illegally, to intimidate you and take your property, the fact say papa Eye John Mahama doesn't mean say you cannot defend your property. The fact say papa Eye Sebe Ekufado doesn't mean say you can't defend your property. The fact say we hear Juma employ Attorney General's office does not mean say who japadia somebody should take it. Now I can say oh we hear Juma Attorney General's department in T and now de emra any to me esisi nkrofo eji omade. I don't think that perception and that attitude of some of Ghanaians, we should stop it. Now let's come to the reality. Yes, sorry, and some attack can say police for ya do omo kwa asase so na omo kobon asase ho ban ya de soldier for kwa asase so na omo kobon asase ho ban. My Jerry, the prime duty of policemen and the security in this country is to protect lives and property. The prime duty of policemen especially is to protect lives and property. Landed property include lands and houses. And all of these things, the law allows the police to protect the property of the citizen in this country. And this soldier ni, police ni, the police legally has the right to ensure say they will help and make sure they have indeed protected his property or her property for him or for her. And we should stop talking about say any of the police for any of the in fact, when the police are encountering serious challenges in terms of maintaining law and order, they invite the military to support them, including when it is worse. Say, encrophobia to say line guard for near day, na police for koha, turning into brutal shootout near the back critical. The law and the practice, the convention allow the police to invite the military to assist them in enforcing law and order in this country. Ebrebe nebeye bone say o soldier ni won asase a ontimi protecting asase because o soldier ni wo shatter there. Enti no enkrofon engine japade mfa. Ebrebe nebeye bone say me ye Ghana ni rightfully so I have acquired the property and I must protect it no na obi so ono de say be mpreduasa osusin obi anti no or they need any den ebeje masase ebeje majapade. Enti ye besere say emra no yampene so na enya adwuma na Ghana for nyina yenti ase say we have security institutions that we are mandated them say they should protect lives and property, and lands are part of property. And this meme or media na say me call police station come make it complainer, I must ensure, and it is the right of me to demand say the police will help me protect my land. There's nothing wrong, there's nothing illegal about it. Entiansha sa ne manenso na yenyi sa adwene bi mfiri etirimu say ena ya the police for akwa asase so ena the soldier for akwa asase so. If not police and military, me what weapon, what authority do I have to protect my own property? I don't have that authority, I don't have that right, I don't have any tool. And I need to resort to the lawful institution of this country to help me to protect my properties. And that is what these people were doing. And Nadia, Ben Lord, they say, well, no, and now to me. Now, in the presence of police, he called the bluff of the police. He made the police useless. He made the police feel like they have nothing, no power whatsoever. And within the vicinity of the police, he could pull a gun and kill a military officer in uniform. Where did we go wrong as a country? Now, I want to believe, sir, the Millennium City and the Kasua police, they will do and they are doing the right thing. I chanced on a letter from the Attorney General's Department. And I want to believe, sir, the Attorney General's Department representative in that region. So I know the issue, sir, instruction no in respect of Akwasi Alhaji and then the landguard for no ebra. There was a time be me bahade pictures be ani abu akwa bi papa ni tiri ho in respect of this Akwasi Alhaji issue. Me betena ha kan wasem this pictures ni kire o. Maja is obekaya. Me betena ha de kire o. Omo the docket no echo Attorney General's officer. Attorney General representative na instruction say they should discharge Akwasi Alhaji and they shouldn't charge him. and that they should charge him rather instead of they should charge another accomplice, for entering or prohibiting of going on some frivolous kind of charge or more prescribed instead of say causing harm, assault, and all the other things, the pictures and the evidence support it, the Attorney General representative, which I know, if it did not come from the Attorney General's department from Accra, because in Omaimuno, every region, the AG has a representative there. And if Attorney General, the venerable, you can say, the lawyer who is the state attorney, so if he is not aware, he should call that docket again, because the docket has been retained by the AG's representative in the Kaswa there. That is the central region. So they should look into that matter again, because that will disarm the police. If you do that advertently, you are disarming the police, and the police will not have the power to be doing the job lawfully that they're supposed to do. The police have the evidence. They have presented a docket to you. All you do is that you review it and then properly add and encourage the police to charge the people appropriately. Now the police seems to have been disarmed by that instruction from the AG's representative. The police appear disarmed and they don't know what to do again. So people are crying and they are saying all manner of things about the police. But what they don't know is that it is not the doing of the police, but the AG's rep who instructs the police to discharge this particular suspect and not charge him, verbally instruct that they should not charge him.
But the merit of the case.
What merit of the case in our share here? And now you're causing harm, assault. Now because you're charging Nipano for entering into a prohibited lander. What are you trying to say? How about Nipana, ya papa, ni tri ya pre-plano, me di pictures ba hababa chile munyinan, and the people are crying. I have worked in the security institutions and I know where we submit dockets to. This docket I'm talking about might not be known by the Attorney General himself. The Venerable Godfred Yeboah Dami might not be aware, but his rep in the central region might be doing something which is wrong. And that is why I'm calling his attention to it to say, he should look into that matter. Because when you do that, essentially what you are doing is that you are disarming the police. The police cannot override the AG's instruction. And to a bit where they know blame police for and say the police are not efficient, the police are not powerful, the police are not working well. But when you go into the details of the issue, now who say instead certain people, certain institutions are rather not helping the police to do their job professionally. And it is very dangerous. We want to believe, say, near SC, the death of the military officer, the innocent military officer, will be a wake-up call. Na, ya hear who say, that particular gang, among terrorizing Crawford in that jurisdiction, they will desist from it. Na, among citizens of Ghana will have the right to own their properties. In fact, I am very sure and convinced to say, this time around, the nation will have serious interest in the happenings within that jurisdiction and ensure, say, law and order will be enforced. So that Omaino and Kobase Debiano, na yeti asemuha, na Nkrofo eyam shishiwomu. And yesterday, say, as it stands, we all want peace. We want the law to be enforced. So that obi nkase oso esen Ghana emra, not the emra ashanisem. Majari, the ametimi aka in respect of that, na a person for me nuswa. Sabi yebo mutuo no so water cycle blog area se hen no block factory no yamabusuafo no yako na mejidi ye say in that regard I am very confident the police when it comes to investigation in this particular instances now they are so swift about it say they will trigger all the necessary cables and within the shortest possible time ombeche those who are involved, and when they arrest them they should swiftly make sure that justice is served, because lives can never be lost like that. Na yema some confidence. Emra and Krofomu. Ocean the Ekoswa now it looks like people are afraid. and Crawford motive vicinity or no yam shishi say if people can get that bravado to pull out gun to be killing officers, then how about the innocent citizens of this country? I believe the IGP and his men are doing a good job. And I believe the national security, they are doing a good job. I believe the National Intelligence Bureau, when it comes to information and intelligence collection, they are on top of it. And I want to believe, say, the National Security Coordinator, Mr. Asumani, is doing a good job such that Ghanaians will have the feel that our security, our safety, our peace mechanism are so intact. Say, we are indeed enjoying a peaceful country. You understand? Okay. Until they are making me a kind of pain, said we should speed up the investigation in that regard. Now, if you make sure, say, the confidence is restored, the people will not have any anxiety, any fears.
Medan say na no wusu apia e na wote ne nka no ne nyina
na. Afi na me beka to no ho asemo.
Dr. Baba me to.
Senka me to so.
Fato aso preko na afi na me ba tom tom ma so so yama. Afafanto bu me.
As a daily graphic no dey gun anim. What church bebrebe. Na publisher na, you say we publisher na.
Dr. Baba me to no so far.
Up to.
Said I was all cast out
anyway, Matthias.
Majari.
Yeah.
Yewura Mahmoud Baumia, nyame insura no, papa. Na nyame ento insurance nkoso a enwu ne so. Nyame enkoso ema na hodene. Na enisuade hunu a owo edema oman Ghana no. Nyame mani mramu ema oman. Now this period that you won't baby I do say you know. If we are saying ya aircraft, any baby a mind be a drone, baby a Ghana yensu drone. We need any pabinum to say His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia. The fourth revolution agenda no echoes we are seeing now. It takes people with bold solutions, good visions. It takes people who are so much vexed with technology and how to diverse the economic front lines to ensure, say, you will bring your people into the basket so that my man able to me I enjoy it. Now I'm also I feel the part say we are baby air drive corner or mine also we are in the same direction. And as we speak, you know. Nia yehunu nia yenim nia yatie no efri Yewura Mahmoud Baumia ho no nia etie ha ne se owa nisuade hunu a na nisuade hunu ne se ode oman Ghana ebeko akoduru mpempenso bi ti sesebe mpraduasa matu kwan na se makotena amanone a metie no minya access eye niam bi ese meye in an easy way because the system has been put in place so that mami to me edane me ho 360 degrees ema economic well-being life ene niam bia me pese me ye bia no metumi aye amana koso Yewura Mahmoud Baumia edi nani so ade hunu ato oman Ghana enim ena enei o koso ebontoa o startie ewo Eastern region Majari oduru Eastern region no na eya hohoa na eye anigye na efe na ehwam enipa agitwi eba behia Yewura Mahmoud Baumia baby onam bia no enkrofo etene to come say ye beba na abetie ni nsempa owo edema omanyi na nia Ghanafo agye tumu na Ghanafo ahunu na Ghanafo asomu ni say at this point in time no enipa obetimi edi Ghana ato anwuma pa Yewura na Dankwa Akufo-Addo eye no nipa obetimi de Ghana ato aso eye His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia enu nti Ghanafo nyina aginatum entoaba oboy edomo a edi nachi ensamo a omutie the feedback ayensa eka ene wo mo a agiatum se omune no ebenam ono nyina no ye adanse a ekire se ne policy ne bold solutions a wode tu dwa no Ghanafo asom ahemfo asofo adwumayefo entrepreneurs business owners obia we Ghana ni na wonim senia economy and economic system tie bia no wogitum say eye Yewura Mahmood Bawumia ene sese ya pene so na oba betoa adwuma Yewura na Dankwa Akufo-Addo aye eno so Majari sesi ai aye kasai migidi ese babia oman no yegina ene niema oman omampani ene na bedi akire edi agufo no sa enioma no nyina no di adanse ese se ye sansu koyachi ekofa sabio obi a on share in the vision of this government and on share in the vision of the direction of Ghana air corner. What we are going to experience in say any panba between Ghana esan dia corner chibio esan say as we speak it takes a bold leader to say he will implement free secondary education policy. It takes a bold leader to see he will implement social intervention programs. It takes a bold leader to make sure or them making sure your railway line no while developing no. It takes a bold leader to ensure or be develop your sports infrastructure in this country. It takes a bold leader to ensure your road infrastructure sanya and a record say we have never experienced road development under any other government so bigger than this particular government. Na Dankwa Akufo-Addo ena edanui Yewura Mahmood Bawumia ebo ne chidom no. It takes a bold leader to ensure mobile money interoperability na nkrofo bi edi almost 1.something billion eye no. Ono de wotimi de just a mere $4 million eye ma ene mobile money interoperability eye adwuma. It takes a bold leader to ensure every Ghanaian citizen will acquire and rightly so no have in possession the Ghana card there in the vision of His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia 2025 onwards no or the policy ni say as soon as or the moment ubetimi acquire Ghana card no it becomes easy avenue for you to possess passport as a citizen of this country. Enunti enya fei ena se me Ghana ni a meko akosa lie say meko akwa me take me finger impression ni take me bio data na ya print me booklet as in passport e dia mame. But what it does and say me wo Ghana card idea na me detail me bio data e wo ho no mo dada no all I need to do ni say me to me aka kire me apply na me apply na me tua fees no pay then they will prepare my passport booklet and they will hand it over to me as a citizen. It takes a bold leader to ensure and then we a school ni na say we here student loan all you need is to have your Ghana card. You don't need a guarantor to come and stand in send your brebi atwam na etie no. So when your guarantor mana ma student loan won sa into me and can be. It takes a bold leader to ensure and they Ghanaians are benefiting from rental schema. And that how I trust we a babunu we a Ghana ni na wo pe baby di utira to a wo process a wo be famu se wo Ghana card ni ade then you can also apply to get some sort of subsidiary and some grants from the government. Now also wo they are renting baby now di uti ato. It takes a bold leader to ensure your health system and agenda 111 no ekoso in the various districts in this country. Some of them are completed and ne yebe commission bi. It takes a bold leader to ensure the people of Apiete when they had the explosion no nyamia dom so Yewura Mahmood Bawumia koho ni omo kokasa e she omo bo the government led by Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo will make sure the people will be brought back omo community no will be built again. I name no kasai Yewura Mahmood Bawumia akọ commission 125 various buildings made up of 2, 3 bedrooms, 1 bedrooms, and all of that. Ewa Apiete community honoma na efe na esham. This is a promise made and this is a promise kept. And nunti ena se unye visionary leader. Sa niema bi say no untiasie. It takes a bold leader to ensure your farmers as we speak. Cocoa farmers, every farmer in this country no. The policy of this country is make sure it will benefit every farmer in this country. The leadership under this government, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, ni policy na ni swadi hunu ni say Ensishaya yɛde agu akwan mu nyinaa no must be ensishaya Ghanaians, regardless of your status, where you live, where you are from, your parents, everybody, we are all equal Ghanaians. Enunti obinya Ghanani ensini obi. Enti ye nyinaa nia esase ye benefit no equally. And nay health insurance sabin preduasa mitimi fie na me card ya wu a mitimi fa na ma renew no. Yewra Mahmoud Bawumia say nyame ye na dom na se oba the minerals a yede ama onyankopon de ache Ghana for no. Sa minerals no ebeba beye Ghanaian owned property. Se me ye Ghana ni na se me so me pese me ye minor anase agudie no me nso so mitimi etubia. All I need to do is say me register my company and as a group we come together and own a concession. Or say or percent a 100% locally owned resource and no and a building millionaires in this country. And nun to say and then this was doing this or develop and now establish minerals development bank. Send ya agri development bank, you know. Or no super develop or make sure I establish minerals development bank. Now the bank in the say one me two a former good year. And a bank in the best one asene. And to my Jerry, and it's what huna yewra Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia de gu akwanmuno. Say nyame na dom. No nyakwanya na se ba. We hope and believe that Ghana will turn 360 degrees. Esan say ahoɔden ne ani so ade hunu akokoduru a ɔpɛso ade bet sesa nneɔma ɛwɔ system we say mu no Majeri ɛbɛyɛ so easy ama Ghana fo nyina na ɛno na Ghana fo agye atom ɛno na Ghana fo say yɛpɛ esan sɛ abrɔfo no fa yɛ gold yɛ bauxite yɛ diamond akɔ empem bebree enti nei sɛ bɛyɛ yɛ de a ɛne agye atom ahemfo no ɛse ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo nya stake in giving these resources to the miners. And Yewra Mahmoud Bawumia so obe make sure say the traditional authorities have been given the authority say before our miner yabema wako ho no na traditional authorities no enso ama approval omonso ama consent omonso agya tomu esan say they are now inclusive or they are part of the decision making processes ebema wo wonsa aka wo concession no. This is how country must be developed. What the enema bebre gu akwan mu a ochre say obape enema have business pa they have business growth taxes and tax payment or see obema ye tax leverage such that sesa been predo as import container 20 feet every UK every US every Korea na me the bag Ghana sesa 20 feet and me 10,000 cedis per 20 feet container irrespective of the content about per me 10,000 Ghana cedis no eno ena metua na mayi mi container se 40 feet container se metua 20,000 irrespective of the content eba per eno ena metua na mayi mi container. These are the things the business people in this country are looking up to say nyame ba ya dom na Yewra Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nyame edine tena konwa no so na se swear in as president January 2025 per Majeri na ya started this program so nyina na eba ba ya adwuma. Okay. Kwa ye nipa empanifo agitumu say ono eni nipa empempenso ayadri. He is a man of the moment, a man of the people and a man for the people. Ono ena onamu isi wahwe nkrofo a ebogi ne so hia no edwomu amanfo fie mu stores mu shops ahodo bebia Yewra Mahmoud Bawumia say na ni so ade hunu say sa wo ye welder, sa wo ye seamstress, sa wo ye tailor, sa wo ye mechanic, edwuma bia wo ye bia no se nyame ede ne tena konwa no so be make sure say adwuma no be sustainable. Esan say ye nyina be make sure say nyinam nkane a ye pe no or say under his watch energy will be the topmost priority under his governance and under his leadership as president of this country. The reason is that energy is the backbone of every economy in the world. And to make sure as a sign is what we realize, you know, or make sure say we will not rely almost on the hydro. On the policy back on say solar energy is going to be one of the cardinal, policies of a driver. At least Wabodin said 2,000 megawatts is something that he's going to bring in to make sure say it will help develop the energy sector. And these are the priorities and the policies and the visions yewura Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia edi agu akwan mu. I believe say agric sector the awaka ewo ho ne say obe make sure say production ebe koso. In fact, and same bebra waka in respect of agric ne say obema agric system no aye so flexible. Say be preduasan me dia bia tomatoes na medua emako na medua akekaduro na medua dia me ye bia in respect of economy in terms of agric sector no obema menya soft loan ama matimi aye madwuma no na ma harvest and then brano no matimi atua. One thing odi beboa workers ne say sabi me ye Ghana ni na me ye adwuma. The fact say me kuta Ghana card na me credit rating ewo soro no. All I need is to go to the bank and apply for maybe a loan I need. And based on the systems in place, because of the successful implementation of the issuance of Ghana card, no, the credit system, no, and the housing address, and the will make it easy for the banks to give workers loan. And so life will be very much easy and very soft for Ghanaians. And no, and nyame, Edia Sheikh Yewura Mahmoud Bawumia mu say, Ombra na Ghana for sabin preduasa yentumi emma ya brabo eni asetena mu nhihye ne sabio de wiase baabi bi ye no yensusu Ghana ye yebua eyeye ose obape akwan a ye yi o man yi mfana yesu yakwan enye na ye highways ni ade nyina no ose he will include the private sector. The private sector inclusion no say aban esese oyi kwan. In this abide be motorway, government must cough money to do it, and the government doesn't have that money. And nona ema abide continue to increase taxes and taxations on the citizenry. But say the more private person now investing in sika umwa, the road will be developed such that the private person would derive or pay his money from that road now we're developing. It is an in preduasan. Obi edini sika ba na o se oba be ye project o build we na operate for some time and now transfer ediama government. These are the things ebema omanu ye nkoso increase taxes on the citizens. Nemomu no certain free and answer easiness instead it will come on the workers, the working population in this country. Entimajari yenim se baby yadrui ewiase fana be bia no enema mu eyedene nanso it takes a visionary and a bold leader say obey implement certain policies to ensure say the country will continue to progress.
Okay,
me no ka say enyinam kania energy issues no dodo na dia dance say no I improve because I improve
but sa
oh and
improve few days
I improve majority I improve say we say
with the baby am
who the dance say akona nim kakra
3 days be but enra
you can get it but some of the areas me hunu say there were certain technical hitches na omoye ho adwuma so what say nti ye wo man yim ha o ene ebre bi atwam mframa kora fa na adum Ghana nkane nyina ye tena mu sa for 4 years and then so timi to na grada adwudwa storms na nkane da so siso na ye adwuma wo Ghana ha sei so what say bra na ye wodum so mu 4 years 5 years mahama time no majari mframa kora fa na adum nkane mframa kora fa na say ye ho toye no na adum nkane but enei enso to storms na bibia from agidi na nua bubu ni ade so still na nkane asiso na Ghana for enjoy eno ne yepe na nyame pese o kire bibi nyame epese o kai yen say emre bi no a ye ko mizrem emre bi e ko nkwasomu emre bi a na ye da sumu emre bi a na ye su emre bi a na ye fie hihye emre bi a na ye cold stores ye tutu ye nam na ye fish na ade gu emre bi a na ye hairdressing shop ye tum emre bi a na ye barbering shop ye tum emre bi a na sabin preduasan ye ma ye welder kwa ho ni entimi mama ye adwuma emre bi a na companies manufacturing companies shut it down no onyame person kai en say Ghana for we should be very careful within this 72 weeks and say and days ya and naka kra atwam ya nkane a edundum yi ye nyina ye ho ekire ye nyina ye ho tete yen na de a won pɛ no ne e twane mfoni ni kakra de a kyerɛw sɛ wo ye mistake na sa akɔfa ubenya no double enti Ghana for nhwɛ yie sɛ enipa enimu no ewia no yɛse yɛn so kane ahwe n'anim anajo yewura mahama yɛnim ne su ene ne ban ene the kind of leadership a ɔde brɛ ɔman yi emabunu majari ebeya rehu beya ya se
na time no
ma fama nusu ha ebeya rehu beya ya se wo ye babunu a wo ba dwene se wo kwakoto abade ama NDC san se yenya Rashid Purple e ma ne betena radio ni TV so e ka kire Ghana for mebunu se yenko papa moba ni yenko twa grass e wo kwan ho na ye mo aboa no na ye nton eno ne the kind of vision NDC for ewo edema mabunu ena de adwa mahama se oba enkuko nketenkete ne nkuko mu nketenkete ne mprako nketenkete ena oba chicha ma Ghana for they were Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say oba build million entrepreneurs in this country through ICT and technology to make sure say the system no a ena utifia utimi fa phone na wo ye adwuma na wo develop na wo nya salary na wo ton streaming ne ade no enema sa enema no ena wiase ye nyini ko ho. Intimajari, the NDC is not alternative for the growth and development of this country.
Okay, thank you.
We should focus and accept the vision of His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia.
All right, how you need 100.9? That also appear from the camp of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the flag bearer of the MPP, Dr. Samuel Amuzu. Okay, good. From a movement for change and now Alliance for Revolutionary Change.
Yes.
And I see the council that change. Okay, Tom.
Magari.
Yes, sir.
Ebe me say minuano atutu papa so but the evidence is here. So we are going to deal with the evidence.
Okay.
Magari. First, yenko a security ho nsensemi. Okay, say recently na issue be ebai. So okay jata. Jato Ministry of Lands Commission omo director ebe kan say Ministry of Lands Commission omo director ebe kan say omo high or now omo rent the services of land guards to reclaim government lands. So okay sir ina eba SCA no to reclaim government lands. Na okay sir article na it clearly shows say okay Vigilantism and Related Offences Act 2019 Act 999 no it clearly shows say aban we I ashe languardism kina. Look, Majari police fue ya yeku omui soja fue ya yeku omui
but they okay I will say aban na she langa because yes
because aban na me
engage a private person to help to assist government land
then a private person has been provided minuano kano or see what is the prime cause and what is the prime duty of the security system of our security forces and amebwa or see the prime duty of our security forces is to protect property and what property. And lives and amebwa and aban we papa police abet now said the duty of our security system is to protect lives and properties. Your lands commission, your own lands commission, deployed and employed the activities of land guards to protect government properties. That is what they did. Because Okaya, their commissioner Nakasa Ekaya, and they say even the security services, military and police deployed the activities of land guards to protect government properties. So Okaya. Obama mkwana makan the whole way na ka it's for and who say this is what I was talking about. Or see the chief director of the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, Professor Patrick, other name in the meet me, but at a parliamentary committee on July 10th, 2023, told the committee that the government uses land guards to avoid backlash. Or see, so I think the idea was that anytime the government or the police or military goes to a side, there is a backlash from the people. And also, so I remember that during the claiming process, 3 people lost their lives. There were gunshot exchange of fire, and 3 people lost their lives there. except that Jato has a section of the media on site who would cover always. The chief director also claimed that even the Ghana Armed Forces and the police procured the services of these same private land guards to protect their lands. So, MPP communicator, now catch Ghana for say the duty of the police and the military is to protect private, is to protect lives and then land. And good, he extended to the explanation, say landed property included building and all those things. Yet your own lands commission, and Timajari said me na me catch say aban we ankasa ashe land guard for mukina. Aban we ankasa me, I'm told say the guy the Ben whatever he is, Ben Land who say Ben Lord who say no, he's a national security operative officer. Now mwankasa mwa employ these guys to protect government properties, and then you will come and sit here and tell us say it is the right of the police and then the security to go and protect government. You have already given that power to the land guards to do. You see, Majari, Mr. Mipacho, o kasani nyina me fa pen and paper. Look, Majari, look, you can see. Look, this is the document. I read that.
Misinformation. National security has issued release, and I'm sure you have cited it.
Okay.
That Ben Lord is not
a national security. That is correct.
So are you done?
Now go ahead.
No, are you done?
Go ahebe.
Majari, ebe me de say me nwa no be fa pen and paper because me kasa anything na make that pen and paper. You see, Majari, please look. I am told say the officer is a national security personnel. That is what me I heard.
National security officer. Statement in the crowd, my kind one.
Okay, you look, Majari, and to share idea me kind one of your sister stations, I think Joy News was saying, and a reportee before a parliamentary committee, the director of lands and lands commission, can say you people deploy the activities of land guards. You deploy the activities of land guards to protect your friend say lands, and then land guards are killing Ghanaians. Majari, it is very sad. It is very sad, and I sympathize with police for any soldier for now. MPP are buying Asher Langard a Juma Muse or Munkuomono. I sympathize with their family. Police if what your mufie in one of the estates. They be one more to akosi papa wakuomo. Police in Yakotona Assassin, soldier near Kotona Assassin, Langard. What guts do you have? What authority do you have to pull a gun in front of a security personnel, a policeman, of course, to kill another security officer? You see, Majari, Minyano can sit here and say whatever he likes. Now, Lucky Dube at Tonyum say, you read about it in the newspapers, you watch it in our on the telly, but you will only believe it when your next door neighbor is down. Because you will know, say, you are the next victim. Look, I thank God, say, and I pray, say, military man no. Maybe there was some few weeks ago, he was defending this reckless administration. Policeman no. Maybe some few weeks ago, he was defending this reckless administration. Today, you will sit here and defend this reckless administration for deploying the activities of land guards to protect family properties and lands. Meanwhile, you are the same person seated here. Oka said that is the prime responsibility of the police. So you come and sit here and say one word and then go back and do the opposite. Look, Majari, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, region Ben and Okasano.
Western and Western North. Or Western
and Western North. Majari, you see, you can't Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia who asema aya na aya misre. Minyano can rose who asem. Majari, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Okay, say oba ebe catch Ghana for say you be concrete road oba be concrete road. So okay. Yeah, nye third road be concrete road. And the concrete road na akosisen. Majority akosisen. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ejina simpie so. E catch Ghana for say by 2020 we will not have a problem with toilet facility. Anamebwa. Majority ene akosisen. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ekojina central region. Ekachia central region ahimfo in painful. Say as at time or Kasano, they were building airports and a harbor in central region. Later, no Kasani boss, Nanado Danko Kufado. Ebejina how Eka say, hey, Masa, in true way there, you are going too far. I have never said this. Majari, and your Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And I can say, or bet $3 no, and now $3 no, at the keys, I'm a IGP. And now I know can say $1 and I'm around 14 Ghana cedis. So, do we trust such a person? Many know Kasano, not in the whole air compare His Excellency, the former president, John Dramani Mahama. You see, they've all been vice presidents before. It's here for Etiemia. They've all been vice president before. And as a vice president by convention, it says you are the head of the economic management team. And I'm a Majari Mebwa. Now, as compared to when His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was the vice president and the head of the economic management team. Now, inflation, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama time. Now inflation, 8.3 single-digit inflation for over 33 months. We are comparing a vice president and a vice president. We are comparing the head of the economic management team and the head of economic management team. So under your friend is inflation. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia failed because when His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was the head of the economic management team, we had single-digit inflation for over 33 months. Majari ena minu ka say inflation ena na mahin. Ena minu ka say. You see, Majari, under the leadership of John Dramani Mahama as the head of the economic management team, meaning public debt under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Say eka yedi nyina under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama as the head of the economic management team. Now is 17.5 billion. Look, Majari, and now Minu Kasai, under the inept leadership, the reckless leadership, the insensitive leadership of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and now Minu Kasai, public debt ending up around 800 billion. And now Minu Kasai. So we are comparing vice president to vice president. And when we are comparing, it clearly shows, the indicators clearly show, say, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has failed horribly. Look, Majari, CD depreciation. About CD depreciation under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama as the head of the economic management team when he was a vice president. CD depreciation ending up around 3%. 3%. CD depreciation. And now Minuka say we are comparing vice president to a vice president. The head of the economic management team to the head of the economic management team. And now Minuka say CD depreciation earning them around 14%. Look, Minyano Kasano, Mubama Mbebunu Ejuma. We were in this country. Majari, per the fact, on him say unemployment and increasing more than 14%. Minuka say. And yet Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as the head of the economic management team. And I be good Ghana for Ejumano. And yet Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and I be good Ghana for Ejumano. You see, and when we are talking, you say roads. Look, you can never compare the achievement of John Dramani Mahama region by region to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Look, Madari, make it a budget to her, boss. And then mid-year review and supplementary estimate 2020 and then he wrote region by region and page 35. You see, Majari, even in the eastern or western region or Kasano. Look, when you look at road, not even one road, your friend is a prominent road. has been constructed and completed under this administration. Share any mobilizing commenced media review. You see, commenced ongoing. I think 2020. Ongoing, commenced, ongoing. You see, so if they have completed some, yes, fine. If they have completed some
of the roads
that this budget.
You
see, look, when you go to my constituency, Ableokmanov, there is not even single road over 8 years. There is not single road constructed. Nansanya ekwe free any syllabatels ever election yi. And syllabatels ekofa abuba ebe go Odoko market road no. But see ene yenye ho hwe. You see, and when you are talking, look, you can never, you said agenda 111. Look, when did Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo promise agenda 111? Over 3 years. Anamebwa. Over 3 years. Look, when I am comparing health, I can call the Rich Hospital upgrade. I can call the Legon Hospital. There are a lot of info. I can call the Bank Hospital. You see, the only achievement this administration can boast of is the La General Hospital and Moody Strain. Is the La General Hospital and Moody Strain. You see, when you are compare apples with apples, and clearly, Minyano Kasano, Majari, Osi Energy, and Adumso Echo. You see, this administration, mu kasa MPP4, mu kasa, mu pagana for Echo. Majari, in 1984, before NDC, under his leadership, Professor Mills, Ebeba Pawano, Nadum Soho, and I mean Nadum Somnio. Nadum Soho. In 1992, Nadum Soho, and even under a man paying that Akufo, toy generators, Eba Ghana. And the only solution this MPP administration could offer, Nisa Umefra as of a force, Omobako, Akoso Modam, Akobompai. So Doomsa existed. Doomsa was a generational problem. And it took a generational thinker to fix a generational problem. And that generational thinker, clearly Ghanaians are saying, is His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Look, John Dramani Mahama, Eba, no Majari. I'm making sure, say, about fix the Doomsa issue. I'm making sure, say, Ghana for Doomsa or no Eba 2, he will solve it. Look, car power, Ameri, and Omatiti Biun, I call your friend and say, Kumasi, Asogli, Asa, Amandi, BSP, Sender, and now Minuka say, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia at the IPP SCA, and now Minuka say, they are not even following the waterfall mechanism system. Look,
I know you are buying.
Why?
What's your name?
I know you are buying.
Okay, maybe there were institutions.
Oh, my Jerry.
Maybe.
Oh, Kasanu, you allowed him.
Oh,
Mama Kasanu, you say me
Kasanu.
One Bisano share. Oh, you know, you talk. You talk.
I'm not just missing for more.
Me missing for me when you dear Kasa.
PURC and Kasa, the statement about
one.
Are directed to the Ministry of Energy. Kasa ECG is not following the cash waterfall mechanism. Okay, it doesn't warrant to be a discard as a worker where from be a discard. The person will establish at that point.
My Jerry, be a discard no honum there. Mimbaho, and a mankasa, but I will get there. But would you ban it there, Mamenka? Because that means you weren't listening to me. You were in a hurry to interrupt me. Look, my Jerry, under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Unim say there will be a energy sector levy, ESLA.
And you want to make up.
Let me land.
Okay. They say, what can I say?
Majeri, you just want to interrupt me.
I just want to interrupt you. And I walk a baby.
Boss one didn't buy.
Say,
maybe so. ECG boss one didn't buy.
Say, Obi, was a Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo Nana buy. we follow the cash waterfall mechanism.
That is it.
And for that matter,
are they following it? Are they following it? Look.
Let me
explain this. Let me explain this. Institution, good.
One directly a letter to the energy ministry.
Good.
So who is not following what? Now, well, I agree the box start with the president. But some points now making a person well clarify.
Cash waterfall mechanism. And make it clear. Say revenue requires a ECG edibama IPPs no $43 million. Major tell me $43 million. I have 514 million Ghana cedis.
That's correct.
Now, Majari, level B, your level B, any level A. Level A no ASEM power. Amandi, Asogli, AXA. Level B no VRE, Bill, Gridco, any ECG. Who follow me?
They follow.
Now, ECG had declared revenue of 820 million Ghana cedis.
Yeah, that's
January.
Correct. That's correct.
Now, instead say Amubama level A for 100 and instead say Amubama level A for 514 million. Amumam 120 million. And this can find. Majeri, I can find. If you are the head of institution and you cannot account for monies that you are supposed to allocate to your sub institutions now, sikana fine. Majari maybe so asemo. Me do honumo, but who now be some asem. Anything my explaining cash.
It is sikana fine.
And I maybe so fine because under level B for no on himself VR.
Because the regulator has directed the ECG.
And I may say
ECG provided all these financial statements. The financial
they provided it.
Well, they provide according to the PURC or the regulator. But so we provide the B, but not all. The ECG.
Cannot find and not all. The amu provided no see them. Amu can the enti amu tria VR kano. Maybe so. Majari amu can the enti VR yemo amu ska besi ene. Gridco amu can the enti yemo amu ska besi ene no. Majari maybe so. Majari instead of say level B for no VR B Gridco ECG and kayeba mo 300 million ye mamu 162 million sikana akano afine enti se metiana meka say anka me ba ho but ma mba ho na odi question no ebom so clearly show say the ECG challenge no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama solve the generational problem. Ene yedi yen akokem. Ene ye dumso bium. Because His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, odi Ameri baye, odi ye friend say ask baye, odi sender power baye, odi other badges ne baye no. The visionary leader solved the dumso problem. On him say your available capacity around 5,500 megawatts. Majari, on him say, and to say a maintenance and a bibia, essay and a bibino. Now we take even 1,000 megawatts from one. I nebeka. Even at our peak capacity is around 3,800. Until your friend is saying your total power available no crap on your peak capacity and draw. Because a peak capacity 3,800. Now your total your friend is power available 5,500 now. We 3,800 every 5,500. That is not a power generation problem. It is a money problem. It is money problem. And I make a say under Nanado Danko Kufuado and under the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as the head of the economic management team. Dia obeye bia no. Look, ECG wo ho no. Time adum so wo ho no. Napo. Ene oyi ya Ghana for say. Ghana for. I say my voice is a.
Na take your
Ghana for. Omo ankasa omo nkoye mo timetable. Such an insult to the average Ghanaian. Satan no na ECG ni o. But we went ahead and blamed your friend is the former president. And then my bet na make kasa Major Rusi ma blame me former president. I mean blame ECG. ECG paying one at the next court now.
Men can't blame
ECG. You see the bar, we should blame the institution. We should blame the institution. Time I don't saw and that Mahamano, not institutions no anyhow.
When
Majari, apart from cash water for mechanism, as can ye dear a man for their trauma stream no. Look, on him say car power. And then
one hour can name and trigger me bizarre question.
Look, Majari, member a car. Government edi car power mabo just say me bo car power na over
me say
but on him say government edi car power over 165 million
into we di or they are just the same. Now what you are saying, now me say no man na what you do go
say
that is what you are saying.
And me catch you say Majari yes, CG, Gridco, VR Kana, Yenchium can sit down a fine.
Obia Eddie, Obia,
let me say a fine. For Majari. Oh, please, don't come in. Majari is doing the work for you. Don't come in.
Majari is doing the work as a host.
Majari
doing the work for one.
And Ghana, me say, energy sector levy, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, buy. Energy sector levy, Sikano, Asa ama eka abano, Sikano e fine. You know, say, and I say over 300. Yes, anti Sikana ebano, e fine. And you don't even generate money from energy. Majari maybe sao. Don't we generate energy from resources from energy? Aban said yes, say obetia car power 165 million. Onim sa. Aban said yes, say obetia asogli 135 million. Majari onim sa. Aban said yes, say Amandi obetia 111 million. Majari aban we said yes, say IPPs no obetia musika. But on him say, and now me no say ye dika. Me ne wo say okay say PDS e buy no. Say okay PDS. O man paying abedi etire. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia PDS contract. Condition precedence. And of course it's no condition subsequent. Ama ye deal me ne wo sika. And now over 500 million. PDS can eji fee. Yi CG ho no. Omotua. Majari maybe so. No, you were interrupting me.
Okay, also you are quoting figures. I'm quoting figures. I will never allow you because you have to prove.
I'm proving it to you.
Document that says 500 million went to PDS.
Oh,
can you prove that? Can you prove that?
Look,
can you prove that?
That's what I'm proving to you.
Okay.
You think say all the figures
who quote figures?
You think say all the figures I'm quoting from my head.
Also 500 million were given to PDS.
PDS, meba.
Meba,
Majari, yeah, objectives. All Kasanu, you allowed him. Yeah, objectives were. Look, all Kasanu, you allowed him.
Oh,
Majari. Me say Majari, meba. Majari, PDS contract no. One and Sisano from condition precedence. Say PDS ebe meet contract way and sana the contract no.
Is a fact no.
What's
the 500 million?
Look, where is it? Paid over 500. Look,
from what? Easy the way bank. Easy the document bank. Look, we are not going to allow you to just throw in figures.
Majari.
Okay, or Kasai may allow no. It's what Kasano. Majority the Bibio Bekabian Koyabia. Just come in. I mean, I've given you over 20 minutes. You are telling me I haven't allowed you to talk.
Now 20 minutes. What for more than 15 minutes room?
Yeah, rather than go.
Oh, Majari, I say Majari.
Okay, now prove the 500.
Me say. Oh, they are 5. Oh, they are meba.
Majari in a year.
Majari, who tell me? Majari.
Yes.
PDS. Ghana for. Mami na oton jebidie. Mami na trotro driver. Mami na oton omo ewo market no over 4 to 5 months. Ghana for electricity bill. Emma PDS. Can you tell me? And I can my brother tell me the amount Ghanaians paid? The amount electricity bill PDS free Ghana for. My Jeremy this a question now.
I mean,
And I'm saying, sir, it's over 500 million. You are doubting my figure. Bring your opposing figures.
Source, I'm not doubting.
And I'm saying, go to your friend, say electricity company, ECG website is here. I'm quoting figures to you.
PDS
may say
over 500 million.
Go to the contract. Do you have the contract here? Major, do you have the contract here?
Contract in
Kasan Bubani Tim Kasan one Bisan She.
Obonitimu can dear and now person Mimbisan. I want you because when I wag you, I'm on yes out.
Majari, I have explained the cash water for system to you. Clearly showing say Sikana Akano Afahi. Usi mame nkase Sikana Obiedi. Obiedi awa mimi kotokuom.
Hey, what's that? Maybe
sawo. Obiedi Sikana o mikotokuom. Majari, Obiedi asa Sikana o mimi kotokuom. Majari, Obiedi Sikana say anye enche mimi kotokuom. Maybe sawo say over 300 million. Ka SSA yen farmer IPPs no. Level A ni level B no sika no afine usi ma menkasa obi edi sika no
menkasa I had never said
usi ma menkasa obi edi sika no
look prove intellectual discussion
I have prove it
also obi edi awesa sadia na come ho ba ye mu bi ni we are not going to allow you politicians to do these things on our programs. You just come then you say this. No moja ho. We young people, we this son of man who follow me as on him say. Look, me no, you can't just come and just say anything that you go.
The mistake I did say I didn't interrupt him.
What could to figure? Look, who to be could to figure? No one my source. Yes,
I have given you the figures. I have given you the figures.
But we also say men kasa.
Energy badges. Energy badges. It's Excellency John Dramani Mahama Eba Ediba Only Ghana. Me say only Ghana.
Me say in terms of let me help you because you are not helping yourself. You said something say John Mahama generational capacity or be wipe or be shame. It's fact. Okay, did I dispute it? Did I dispute it?
It is a power badges. It is
a okay it is creating impression say and a majority say na majority say into obi asabi on you actually no so nipali to say. That is why I'm very hard on you to make sure say you prove whatever allegation that you are making. So because we be here because who's going to go this what to say. No man. Asa young fan a few years battle. It's a Ghana for any the realities. So you can go ahead. I've given you 20 minutes and you are telling me that we are having.
Look, Jerry, they open my menu mouth.
There be many they open ya.
No, they open my menu mouth.
I
say forth them back, my Jerry. This forth them back. I
will continue doing that because it seems some like can many you. Why accuse me, Sam? It's here didn't show. Look, I will never allow you to accuse me for obitu. What say? Me who can say me so? Yeah, who can? Yes, me my own hold on, me my own because I'm the host. Hold on and listen to me. The who can say the me pen oh yama me won yet the me pe. Wo yet the me listeners no. When we see a woman the fact. And as some of us we are not going to allow you politicians to just come on our program. Ame madam suya dia king kind of beka bibia gana me do. Hey. And what kind of journalism is that? I will never do that. It will work out. Oh, Charlie, fact, no way. What's you will be a year what kaza? Why the Obeka Trubis will be a year does it fall within your jurisdiction? No. But you can so be a year I'm sorry. Why in the year source in a way. And you are unable to prove and you are saying, oh, yeah, I did a mepe. Man, yes, I tom.
What can say we?
Go ahead. And yes, I'm just drawing your attention to what you're supposed to do. Go ahead.
Majari, clearly, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, generational problem, 1984 yenya dum so aye power outages Majari 1990 yenya dum so. Now dum so existed before John Dramani Mahama. That is a fact.
That is fact because me secondary school na dum so.
Look, and Excellency John Dramani Mahama came to solve the generational problem. That is also a fact.
I haven't disputed. May I haven't disputed it.
Excellency John Dramani Mahama accepted the challenge, solved the challenge, make sure say before he leaves power, he will not have problem with Dumso. Waja Chumsa. Even prior to 2016 election, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Sankasane Numtom accepted say Mahama shouldn't be applauded for fixing Dumso. So the fact remains say Dumso was solved. And now, Dumso was solved because Mahama realized say the problem was one, generational capacity problem, and two, a financial problem. Excellency John Dramani Mahama, to solve the financial problem, introduced what we call EXLA. What's my say? EXLA generated funds and net MPP are buying the reckless, insensitive Nanado Danko Kufuado administration. Use EXLA at the Akotsi Awa or collateralizing. Mark Jerry. Generational capacity is Excellency John Dramani Mahama Eddie Ameri Power Ebayeno. MPP for say Ameri Power Katashishani Proye Ewom. Besi and they are not even able to prove one corrupt activities in the Ameri Power. Rather, they have taken transfer Ameri Eko Kumasi. That is a generational leader who thinks, who made sure say he will solve the generational capacity problem.
Of Ameri.
Look, Majari, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Car Power. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Aska, Asogli. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Amandi. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, energy budgets not the buy now to solve our energy sector problem. Emma MPP for ebe kachire Ghana for na say we had what excess energy capacity. Anamebwa. Ama ye energy capacity na adoso ama se si aye export bi. And make kachire say Ghana nyina ye total power available 5,500 megawatts. And Ghana nyina dia ye here say Ghana obi aso ni light dia ye friend the peak your friend say peak stage no around 3,800 peak hours 3,800 just a Ghana nyina numre obi aso light and to only 3,500 every 5,000 you have interjected me Majari, give me some chance.
Now say interjection part of my time is part of your time and it's now kasa is kasa ye because kasa no one kasa ye I will come in. So president getting many.
So Majari, the fact remains. Allegations.
I'm giving facts. BDS are 500 million. You don't have any documentation to prove, and you want me to sit here.
So tell me, Majari.
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't, and I'm giving you.
What's it 500 million? Where is the salt maker? I was have interjected you. Where you've done that. I'm on your side. Yes, I cry. Said they are more painting and edema or supple machita for no material and very bad. You guys should stop that.
Majari, I have proved to you, say.
Now end it.
Because
your time
I have proved to you, say. ECG, any are buying. You can't ECG are buying. That is what you don't want to accept. Are buying SSA are buying. You are still attacking my million. And that's 514 million. Level A or Musika and level B Susika and and yeah, besides Sikano Afahin, yeah, besides are buying at the car power car over 165 million. So Sikano Ewahin are buying at the Asoglip car over 135 million. So Sikano Ewahin are buying at the Asa power car over 165 million. So Sikano Ewahin Usi Mamen Kasa Obia
Meme se men Kasa Obia Sika.
Tell us where the money
Sana Meme guy.
And yes, Sana Oka.
Dr. Muzo, Memakwaba. Yetio.
Mamemfa enchia kesiye ene emkoma land kwadwoche mantin ene na teacherfo nina na masa ade enkranshe ama eye sojani a yebo ni tuo eno me momo yako na me meshe asie efi eniyema kakra bi a minnuanum yi abobobobɔ so yi Marjorie se utwa nkontompo a eyi kasabre ube kasa saa se ube pese ube chire mu ayi mu explanation ama amanfo ate ase enso ebe ye woten papa oman yi mu yede oman yi ama eye NDC yede ama MPP pen MPP kra na egusu ewa abemu na saa nkrofo we nyina yi ama yehu se omu bie nu ho a omu bibipa ema Ghana fo MDC e de ekọ wie IMF MPP nso so de ekọ wie IMF sisi a me no ka sei se ye ka se eye energy crisis se me ba ha no ama ye discuss energy crisis ya hu asem a eye enene nansa 4 days ago omampani e ka se ejina simpie su ka se eye dumso ne de eye twam thing of the past cra dumso de che se you must solve problem no cra ma ye ndasum cra bium Marjorie me ra hopa na me de bae because I say me kwa ye say me ko program bebre ene me dasuma ma de chen me bai cra en so light here jadu kutupon constituency a holu na ye dum light ye dasum enra e ma de chen ye energy crisis na ya solve na nene de hin ene na enene dum so ya ye hu hwe ma ye ntwa nkontompo na me ka se ye twa nkontompo a eyesa na communication team no mo bre omo person mo defend omo person mo kan na mo ka se abani hwe Ghana for emrantie ni emabunu a esisu no hwe ye ndwinko enko akire bi se ye dwinko anim se ye pe obi a obawa bese se oman Ghana na mayen yo enti yen ya hwe ya trase ya ye mabunu ya trase ya hwe se ye job oman ma eye NDC MPP a wan hwe ya ye ba be todo kono kura na mekonu kura no omo mayen bi se ye betompo ya oman na yatim nu ye mbenya ye fa ahodie esu ye se oman ye asomdue man ye fa ahodie man esu ye ni fa ahodie enyema bebre na akoso se me ka se me bae na me se me bra pani gusu bobo niama mamudu baomia se oba ba beye enti ye man kwan na oba beye ni education energy sports ni market na banking ni na enti ye ntwen kwhwe se yi edua anase panie ebesi na ye ni ansa na ye hu se bibi na ye ni bie ewo niema bi hu hwe se ye ka ene migura ayi shoprite na eye osudie no na miwura ho no air condition ya so mienu pe air condition na wo shoprite osu shoprite ni na ya so mienu pe na shells no ayi best 4 or 5 enyim ni na nyem anim is condemn things ebhwinim ana me bisa mo se adan eniema no na ashoto ana se omo manufacture eniema no omo se omo ko break enti me na me se mami manager no me ni free sa enti mami ntwen ben no na me bisa no eniema mienu ana se miensa bisa no se hwe se de workers ne kura ne ntimi ntwa ka wo de hwe workers no oman ni ma ya diam what's obey taxes so o de oba but we were burning you are still in power you are still holding on to power so why don't you do it now until we give you the chance and say ya who say obey bibi ye na me cho say enti yan twen na pane ansi na ye ni ansa na ye hu say say membu no esi esu nyansa dabi hwe minua yi ka say NDC representative yi ka say emi say ono obia we ka na we abetaki we ba na we ka we na we abetaki we here look
So if you want to find a solution to a problem, you don't attack. You don't say oh me na ma ban wo so no na eye e me hwe eye sen momodie. Debi bring a new solution. The problem is there. The problem is still there that Ghanaians, we are suffering energy crisis, whatever, the economy is poor. Bring new solutions, bring new ideas, creative ideas.
AFCD babo.
Me na me jina simpies, me jina ha akase. Ye nuane ma mo yes a copy antusu no adoso. De eye ora alan tremantin beka no. Say I'm bringing a transformative we say government. But one say but you say about me jira baby was see on so the transformative power and say change ba. No, sa compare to sunu copy things no mo hwe no mu nja na emboa. Yewra baomia ennam. Before say oso okwa apro. Before say enkrofo ba be hia no. Ebeba abebe pu abehia no. Agisi yatua sika ma enkrofo say mumpie mbra o. Mumpie mbra mbehwe. Na yewra baomia ba. Enti ye chesika ma enkrofo. Ye check sika ma nkrofo ansa no mapia ba apu aba behwe abehia o mampani. Ne sense ye Ghana ye konise na ye nuane se na ambe.
Ade.
This say nkrofo e ba be
ai mesrel onse mu na mu kasa onse mu na mu kasa man kasa eja o kasa no man kasa
no so pep
I don't me pay interjection
now Dr. Amuzo what's it saying?
Me say we ni ya enkan ko ba say wo ba baabi aji say ya chiche sika man krofo mu pie mbra ukwa fodua omo mu pie omo pu ba ni na no ye mom bio mami pictures awa bra taxi driver ye mani bibi wo ka mu ansa na taxi driver na pu aba
taxi driver who say
and for me mami
to because I like Martin so na so chicheska how would you feel it
there is no money
na ye adwuma manana
ode mami kasa mesrem Eja mesrem
journalism in Ghana pa de say mesrem you do politicians
mama me waste me time na me mbobo me niam so
time waste no you are making wild allegations so be chicheska anachamate ko dwom no chicheska na ade na okasa Dr. Baum who sell chicheska
there is a fact
but you got fact anyway
so pictures are telling lies. Wait, I will show you pictures.
Say obi where that Jessica Mobi. Oh, my video obi Jessica. Video be Jessica.
I dare you. That election here, just election.
Why no Jessica? So, Obika the same thing for candidate to one. You expect Jerry to correct. So, Jesus Christ. What is that?
Eja. Ode mami nkasa. Ode mesrel.
I haven't mentioned Dr. Nyago's name.
Eja.
I listen to him on my morning show.
No, Majari.
And I will follow me. Don't ask me
please.
That ridiculous question.
Please.
Dr. Nyako.
Me pacho.
Me say my body. When I was say we. Let me say we ni we. Did you who be so all the
those that receive the weed? Those that receive the weed have come out say ye we momu.
That's it.
Eja.
You have accepted.
Jessica.
Next time, baby, no be a catch and say.
Mama Jimmy.
It's your no so be dear. And you
know how it will feel. Dr. Nyako on your MPP ni. Kasa
na me this sermon. Oh, please.
Eniama ye gusu ye wo oman na say uka say
on there be obi can be for candidate where you expect Jerry to correct.
What's power?
There's also obi cheska. Obi called do me market ko cheska. Obi go kufudia ko cheska. Dia wo kan nyina adanse ye no we. You said it. Anacha Martin so ko market.
Yes.
Onu so ko cheska.
Market baby.
Onu dey also wan cheska. But obi dia wo sti ha. Catch them so obi ko cheska. Say baby o ko cheska na wo ka. Yes, because the among politicians mo ye na bad but ye mo bi no. We are not going to allow this to happen. What it? My book father so MPD. Me say my money din. Okotie we ana. Now, later, I then my book father so MPD. I don't know this. Now stand out here. Yeah, I'm surprised. Also, I'm saying my mother said 2 minutes more to be able to be back again. What
alarm. Ejusu for net you.
What can Dr. Nyako and what can we miss answer. What can Dr. Nyako and what can we? Maybe some question. Answer to my question.
Yes.
Me say what can Dr. Nyako and what can we?
Me say, my Jerry.
What can Dr. Nyako or can we?
And she says, "Mama,
me say answer to my question." I said, "I'm going to make programs on."
No, which of the questions?
Me say what can Dr. Nyako and now what can I say? Well, yeah, look at it. Charlie, go ahead. Go ahead.
MPP for Amu Jessica. That is the fact.
Say yes. Say Ura Baumia, say, oh, Oba, education, be sectors and be fine, sports, market. Let me say, a year along with Mantin, and market centers, any Yen Mom, we infringement, among spare pass, let me say, Opa, what's wrong? A year the planner over mom. Because we are talking about how to solve and how to create or solve Ghana's problem. We are not looking as to what has been done already or what has been implemented already. We are looking at the way forward. Things that will really bring Ghanaians together and let us live a comfortable life. And no, Alan or preaching, no, or Biana. What should I say? Ghana for and Mabunu. Any a ma or more or no. Young man trust ni young dream. A year Dutch, young dream say, and see, and it's that energy crisis here, Abbey. You pay a day, one best so, and you better swa, you bet me a solve. Yea, sick as some year at a bad day near to me a solve, and none. That solutions, and none a year Alan Quajotre maintain, a say, me ba. Be a year a bank, a year a jadi for bank. Na se empo so obi ekwa hunhie ma na so obi hu kire na obetimi akọ akwa jisika e di aba ba ye adwuma etimi anya bi e di ahwe ono ne nabusua ama oman ne so anya so mfaso Alan Kwadwo kire mantin ehweye na oye so obe okọ apro ewo eye region bia na odu region bia na ohwe se na mebu na ewo honom no adwuma omunni ene niema ato api no ohwa no wo de solution aba okay aha say no medu a voter region eye baabi a yeka nsanu adwuma obense omonwene omoye niema bebre entoma obense omonwene kente nwin basket ni ade wohwa omudi nsanu adwuma eye adwuma paa wo honom enti no oba obehye mu kena obeye ho factory no ye cancer no adwuma nina opese osua ehonum na obekọ na wakọ akonya saa entity no se na ebema mabunu anya adwuma ye se na ebema because okura nsa no adwuma obi ntimi nsisiw yenuanom a omukura nsa no adwuma no obiara ni ho a otimi sisi won enti no ọta bae no ọto aso abadu odu eastern region no ehon so no ohwe adwuma the mass eastern region for ehon so no say yetimi otimi putu sa industrial area no as a research center ehon no ehon so mabunu so betimi ayeden etimi anya achievements a enti eye owura alanche kwadwo chemantin de solutions nko a enye problem ne de yenim say yenuanom abekreti ato honom enti no enya no na yehwe yende yehwe solution everywhere wherever that Ghanaians will be able to have that free will to live in this country. Now when you look at the country, nurses are running away, teachers are running away because wakasa na omen bebre na nyantete bisa say nurses dodo sen na won a wonyantete na nsemu no wafa won fa obi aye enti onya kwan bia ni say wobetu kwan a no wafa wababo aneniema pam na okọ bebre na etu kwan awa branka ye man mu ye mampani na na adodan kwa ema ye ti ase se oman we enye ohia man ye ti sika so ye gitu musa na ye say sika no ye nim se ye ti sika so ba ye hu ye nti na ye wadawro ma be yi kire yen ni ye hu se sika no ye ti so na emom se ye refi ye hu ana se ye hu enti nu de be kire yen nana ebaye no say ye hunu ye emabunu ye hunu say ye gold kra na eye aban ya ti Sweden nsa bekoka na adani kokonte powder de bibi biara mbe bia no na aflopo hwe owia ene wo hwe se na awia ne bo a enye se ebia bibi o nyankopon bu afu Ghana fo minua Jerry nyankopon awia na ebo no se na awia na ebo no nyankopon bu afu Ghana fo because o se nyankopon bo say Messi Danyamam na at the end of the day at the end of your time na wanti me si sade no wanti me ndi sa bo hye no so a nyankopon on bia awia no kura ngu so ye kura ye nyankopon odoye no wa bia awia akobe bia eja na agu yeso se cathedral sa tonsiom cathedral na adani mosquito net ntuntum na ebridima ye se embewe yen ati nyankopon hwe a se mama awia bom papa until also a condition what your condition so now team free I mean me say me bra penny or buy or kasani na or people na nim what your condition so team free yes because Yankopon boafu yen they ade a wontimi nka enye no enhye Yankopon bo on anyama bi wo ho no man fa hunsa nkoka yembra agri sector me say o ka say ayi ba yewura ayi ba me ase oba abehwe agri sector na watoto niam yi me bisa o ene se wokọ eye agbogbulosi na me de bia me de ye me ayi me de ye me fato ho because me kọ ho pa na me ankasa no me okuani me wo koku afuo me wo ayi bode me do bayere me wo enye se yese me am kọ afuom every Saturday bia me anko ba bia no me kọ afuom me kọ ye adwuma minim se na etie akwambone a ayi akuafo efo mo niam faso ansa no ma bedu krom oba bedu krom no driver ginisika bebre afombo nso wa bresa fertilizer to and that form na oba na so okire say tomatoes baako 5 cedi a wo say ne boadin hwan na ma ne boayedin mabisa ya bisa say hwan na ma ne boayedin yembisa o eno de yembisa o si oba kom abuglosi na kohwe ko bisa bode ebetim na hwe se na ye to no enemri yo beba what you are having the power now to regulate everything. You are not doing it. You say when you come to power. So should we wait to die before we see that you are going to solve our problems for us? Yes, do something before. If you want to die, do something before you die. Don't wait. Don't be creating things in the atmosphere. Don't be saying things. Can someone say, "Oh, me dia monhwe on say sisiano me na makofa de guitar aba." And as you see, I did get na say. That means we are not looking at those things. We are looking for immediate solution, immediate. Not that I have kept it in the pipeline, and that if you give me the nod, I will be able to do it. No. Ghana, the youth of Ghana, now we have decided that we need somebody who can actually bring this solution, implement it, and then we will all follow. That's why the youth of Ghana, we are following Alan Tremanti massively. And then coming 7th December, mark it on the wall. I'm putting it to you today.
Okay.
That, look, if the MPP, if he's able to pull 29%, then maybe some phone a better banana. I'm telling you.
29%.
Yeah, if he's able to pull 29%.
General election.
If it is clear and fair election in Ghana here, it will be difficult for him to pull 29%. I'm telling you. Looking at the statistics coming from Ejiso, look, if we would have really allowed free and fair election over there, you would have seen the difference. I'm telling you on the gospel fact. You would have seen the difference because the ordinary Ghanaians are now fed up. Yabre, we are tired of social lies. The lies are too much. I was here when I came and then we did this review on one student, one tablet, this thing project. Have you asked how far has it gone? Have you asked? You just come and then you just propagate words in the atmosphere for people to believe, for people to accept the fact that baby say then obia any abani but why you are not doing anything. But we are still experiencing doom so. Look, you cannot be playing with Ghanaians' mind. Katie Amon was able to say at Parliament, say the youth of Ghana, we have empty head, we have coconut head. We are telling him on the gospel fact. That say ye coconut head do, but Ghana hanu ye coach and say ye did need die eman penifo no. And say ye ka say yentina ha na emebununu obia agiatum na yeti honum ye twen say they'll show us the way or they'll bring solution to our problem. But we've realized find out that say solution biamba, but they rather banter. Na minua yi ka say minua ye fi NDC na minim say obaba ba kire eye ade a John Mahama ba obaba ba abeye oba kire bringing solution to the table say oba or see obeyesi ni na wanka
on a track record na no
track record yeah, look past is past everything that you have implemented is past and gone. And then what did you want him to do that implementation? It is you. Because the other Ghanaians believe in you that you can steer the affairs of this country. That's why we gave you the opportunity. You can't, so if you do those things, you don't go out there and be blowing your horns that I was the one who implemented that. I was the one who brought that. You are obliged. We have asked you. We gave you the power because we know that you are competent to do those things. That's why we gave you that nod. For you to do those things, and then if you are not able to do, you have done half of it. You couldn't even solve all the problem. What be a solve problem ni na? We say young boy, young baby, young boy, and some and mouse say why ye be we are saying
okay.
We understand na now. The people of Ghana have we have risen. Ya sorry. Say ye wu ya. Mabuna ewo Ghana. Say ye kodaye. Ane ye wu ya. Nyame na dom. Yesu wu sorry no. We really want a positive change. Look, so what a year MPC no Obia Solipe or semi co-independent. Obia Solipe or semi co-independent. What they say what Major Shen Crawford and Crawford or Masolia Musomoko independent. There are so many people who are vying for MP, but they are going on the ticket of independent. Have you asked why?
I want free major political parties.
Yes, I'm telling you.
Major political
I'm
parties.
telling you, hey, what they before say your best chance.
I'm out for beba pound.
I'm out for beba keke.
Memo additional 3 minutes account. No uswapia say Olivia's or co meeting be. It's a memo the 3 minutes down the memo. I know uswapia quick one before you leave. Na
my main candy Americana.
Yeah. Na yeah, but me right time in the Mukakra.
I'll manage because when you are Numia Kansembia, I need to make sure we set the record straight. I was saying, Papa, Minia Tom Okasano, say Oba no I na dwene say the Oba be ya ne say Oba attack the personality of His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia.
Now attacking the personality.
Say
okay, some more can
a debt my friend is Mahama all free office na 17 billion what kasa now I'm saying you record or no any statistics. John Mahama Ebabeto. John Mahama Babeto.
This is an intro because of what you are Magdari here. Look, the American say we are comparing Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia the leadership as the head of the economic management team.
That's fine.
As John Mahama. John Mahama was the chairman of the economic. Oh my God, he referred to me with the figures as 17.5 billion. 17.5 billion as the vice president. And then Mahmoud Bawumia as the vice president. What's the public debt?
Very okay. And 17.5 billion as vice president. Obefri so as president. Now you nam 160 to 170 billion.
It's not true.
170 billion there. 122 billion.
Okay. Granted say Ofri so as vice president you know 17 billion. And now within 3 years you know. Within 3 years.
Hold on.
My goodness. Can I talk now?
Tom. Majority.
Watch them say pen. Okay.
You left the debt.
And then attacking him.
It is not. Tell me correct him. Me correct him.
Okay.
Say it's not true. You always keep quiet. You always keep quiet.
Public debt.
It's not true. It's not true.
I should
say public debt as a vice president.
I'll never allow you to interject because yes, I'm a meme program. So 122 billion. Look at the professionalism of the whole. Nobody can say 170. 100. 120. 122. 122 billion. Now go ahead.
Ubeto 9 billion. 9 billion from President Kufuor time.
Yeah,
9 billion.
9 billion.
And I will rise call over 122 billion. So I said, Grant said that is what you did as president within that 8 years. No problem. At the time, 2024 election, a very much interesting election. We are comparing personality to personality. Now, as a vice president, I'm glad someone raising in this. Your vice president, I set a committee to investigate him in this country. Said by Martin Amin. Said, so I say, yeah man, so on top playing. Emra Omino. Ebe told you public said, yes, certain committee say investigating. Yes, Sansu na president. My God, all right.
Because Martina Bidu, Ekwatina public. Branty.
Yeah, president. Yeah, president. You see,
have you assessed the posture of the host? And I mean, I host the program. Host the program now.
We are talking about credibility. Okay, we are talking about credibility of two frontliners in this election.
Was unable to prove.
Well, that is what he told Ghanaians. No problem, but that's what we heard.
That is it.
That's what we heard. Nia, yeah, say, yeah, personality, the global front line on the global media platform, he was subjected to humiliation. Yebisani said, Mr. President, have you ever been corrupted? John Mahama in the state of confusion because he was deeply bedeviled in corruption. You sit here and you want to tell Ghanaians such a personality. Yebisani said, Mr. President, have you ever been corrupted? Or say as a human being, or as a president, or as a who? The host to say as a person. Okay? As a dead goat, were you responding, or as who were you sitting there in the chair representing the whole country? Maka, God forbid, and God forbid, John Mahama will never be president again in this country. Nyanku Ponim say, all by AGYEMA Papa Bian in the team. As we speak, and I speak with passion because we know what Ghanaians want. And maybe the American say, of course, there's nothing he's coming to do for Ghanaian people. And we know, say, Mahmoud Bawumia has laid his vision, his bold solution on the and Nunti, Obatina now can say PDS. What can say PDS Bawumia? Are you able to cite an example? We have had a president who sits in a public, in a radio and on TV, globally. Yebisan said, has he ever been corrupt? He couldn't respond. Secondly, let me tell you, my brother, doctor here, I want to give you the credit, say, we are all enlightened. As we speak and we are here as Ghanaians, the constitution doesn't give the vice president any executive power to implement his vision and his policy. In that case, and
talking about vision, he has no business.
Will you allow me? The vice president, the constitution doesn't give him the authority. He doesn't appoint and he doesn't disappoint. The vice president is not the one who steers the affairs as president of this country. In fact, the vice president, at any point in time, we have seen in this country before, can make a suggestion and the president can decide to take it or not to take it.
Constitutionally, vice president and normally has happened all year. Constitutionally.
You see, as and when the president even assign a role to him that do this, then he does it. And you see, you cannot sit here and say, of course, we have had a very competent vice president. On vice presidency, he has risen the bar so high, such that we are vice president. You have a role to play to ensure say any assignment you must deliver. Okay? Outline programs say under his supervision. Ghana card, under his supervision, drones delivering medical equipment under his supervision, and now as we speak, digitalization is going on under his supervision. Mobile money interoperability, it is going on under his supervision. In fact, Agenda 111, we assign it to him.
Okay.
And Ultimate will say,
all right,
if you are here and Alan Kojo Martin, we don't want to talk about him. Okay, we don't want to talk about him. What I want you to know is no. He is vying for the position. But if we are talking about credibility and integrity, he doesn't come anywhere. So we don't want to waste his time. Even now as we speak, more Afrafranto is dead. The Afrafranto is dead. The Afrafranto is dead. What we are saying is that Ghanaians, we are willing. The Ghanaians, we are willing to accept Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as the next president of Ghana. The visions he has outlined, that is what the world we need. And that is the kind of leadership we want to see. He is credible and he has never been asked whether he has been corrupted or he's ever taken bribe or he took it as a human being or as a dead goat. It can never happen. So you can't blame John Mahama. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Okay,
that they asked
your brother Amudu.
Yeah.
Mike Jerry.
Yeah.
On sena mimiano pray.
Yeah.
You see, you were on my wimu. Ena gold every Ghana. Say Al Jazeera for a year research. And then who say on my wimu over 4 million worth of gold under the vice president supervision. Say no word no you see supervision. And Al Jazeera a year report I say Kronoa kosono under our mining sector no over 4 million worth of gold they be every year be a year Ghana. Omampeyin abedeche Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia any omampeyin omusi omuko sue Al Jazeera besi enne because they know they are aware of it. Yewo oman we mu katashisheni proye it has never happened in this country before. Say, bisa me proof. Please. Missy Magdari ayewe jumama. It means say I mean tro. No, you see katashisheni proye it has never happened. It has never happened. Say, oman paying abedeche. Say okay salary. lies. Me say Sala emo ye nyina ye gidi say omanpeyin abedeshe or ye Muslim anameboa. It has never happened before. 2020 say Sala emo say yen kan yen distribute ema Muslims. Ekodi Ibawomia office no Sala emo no Azirai. To our research and our sources, yes see. Omanpeyin abedeshe yes say and America no to my research and my sources. You see that Sala emo no be see and call Muslims one. You see it has never happened before. Say Omanpeyin abedeshe any Omanpeyin it has never happened before. Say Omanpeyin oh me patron. You see when you make some comments, you see look Bawomia who shakes his head please Bawomia who shakes his head at any moment in time. Bawomia who shakes his head. Meaning say hydrocephalus also shaking his head. Me say Bawomia who shakes his head at any moment in time can never, will not, shall not ever. Me say shall not ever. But you can say shall not ever. Please, but I don't know the source of that shaking of head. Can never, shall not be the president of the state. Look, Bawumia can never be the president of state. Look, Obi shaking his head. Obi Sami said me explain. He used the word. I asked you. I used Obi Sami. Look, the facts are that. The facts are that. I have clicked. I have given you the we are still in Dumso. And nothing about me. I gave you. I gave. And unemployment about 14%.
Under your jurisdiction, John Mahama said he's not a magician to put money in Ghanaians.
John Mahama can never be magician. John Mahama.
You can do whatever you want. In the name of God and by the grace of God. John Mahama will never be president again.
It has never happened since 1957. Say ya papa no me ye nananom. Ya papa no me ye nananom. Omodi omusika eko to bank. Na Bawumia as supervisor say na o kano ebe supervisor say omusika no haircut ebe komo. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama si oba onye sa. Ene who say mu introduce your friend say emission tax. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say oba clear no. Look, mu introduce betting tax. His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was part of the decision as a supervisor. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say betting tax oba ye free. And now me no kasai your friend say unemployment Echo nenim over 14%. And now me no kasai. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say on the 24 hours economy.
When I'm talking, I don't suggest. Hello. I don't want interjection. Please, I don't want interjection. But you have something useful to say. You have something useful to say. No. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. You have something useful to say. You incompetent people, you have something better to say. What are you talking about? Don't tell me don't trash.
Is the most incompetent.
If you're talking about no. My brother, I didn't interject you when you were talking. No. When you were talking, I didn't interject you. Don't bring yourself. Master, don't bring yourself. You have something better to say. My brother.
Don't do that. Look, if you do this, when you is that?
No, brother. So if you have given you see, this right.
Amuzu Gaza.
As I bring this thing to conclusion, I'm letting Ghanaians to know that this is the current government that we are having and that we are seeing. Obia, Master. Ebra omokasa no emi so obia hu eye NDC MPP omusu na sana MPP kra in current government in ATM omo yatakase gidi sam Do not depend on a naked man who says you clothe you. And man will obe frown to ma. If Baumia says that onu oba obey say John Mama Susuba or si obey say the people of Ghana, youth of Ghana, he has so many things. Whether he has something, I'm telling you, I'll put it to you that even coming 27 December, okay, 29%. Munya. Oh, Massa. Have you heard about any corruption? Have you heard of any corruption? What is a corruption? You know, yeah, Obikana Asema, Omuntio, Obikana Asema, Muntio. Oh, Massa. Munkacha is on the compared to Snow and Munjai. Compared to Snow and Munjai.
Dr. Muzu.
No, look, if this man continue to do this thing, it will not help.
Dr. Muzu.
We want sanity.
Yeah, I agree.
There should be free and fair. When he was talking, I gave him the nod. I gave him that opportunity for him to talk. Why is he interjecting?
And then
I said, American answer. I'm not going to Ghana. Any Ghana, a man more Ghana. May catch Ramu say. Yahu NDC, Yahu MPP crowd, MPP is the most worst government ever we have ever experienced. You, remember any man, I'm sorry, yet to Obama Alankojo Trematin. Okay. No, I'm not best solve your problem, mine. I just had there, they be you better say, oh, Madam did the gates are by, Madam did way by. It will never solve our problems for us.
All right,
I've said it on the gospel.
Madam say, Matthew for and maybe phone lines, because a high shadow don't to most of my say, you'll be cool down. We'll be cool down phone. DJ Tojaka and Yako. Mede de Magjeria say Ajuman. Mede de Medina say Media Sedabema ayo okokroko obedina mechi. Media Sedama Juliana, me daughter Nozoba. DJ Tojaka take over. Kwesi Abuaje M supervisor. Dr. Father Dexena, executive producer. Fully supported by my general manager Kennedy Asantos. One of the boy me do Jumedi. Yeah, the bro need 100 points. Now make na Nyameka wajwada yebeshia ewa semi Ghana munchi jumedi. Asem